Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone. How are you? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. How is everyone? Hi, Susan. Hi, Jen. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Kate. Hi, Hi, Renee. How are you guys? How is everyone? Sorry, I had to make myself a quick cup of coffee, and then, of course, my life never allows me to just do and whatever I need. So if you guys want to make along today, what we're going to do is we're going to be making tags. And I know I promised you guys we are going to do a tag a day, but I have not felt well, but I'm much better today. So we'll start. Hi, Edna. Hi, Scotty. And if I missed you guys and you chatted earlier, repeat yourself and say hi again so that I can say hi right back to you. Hi, Cassandra. Oh, I thought I had turned off my, sorry. Let me figure out this. You guys, okay. Let me fix my sound. I'm going to go and fix all that right now. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Kim. Hi, Carla. Hi, Miss Malone. How is everyone? Okay, cool. Looks like my settings are good. Hi, Pam. So, have you guys recovered from the week? What did you guys do this week? Tell me all about your week. I got my things to work today. So if you want to work, what you need is some tag blanks, and they can be made out of anything. You know me, I love my packaging, so that's what I've made my tags out of. And you need some, I'm going to make some texture paste to begin with, and then we can do some collaging or whatever comes. Hi, Diana. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Crafty Panda. Hi, Jan. And everybody say, hey, Pat. So Susan's saying, hey, Pat. And Renee's saying, hey, Pat. Hi, Ann. And Sandra's saying hi. And hi, Renee from GT Vintage Art Supplies. GT Designs and Vintage Art Supplies. Also named Renee. How are you? And she's saying hi, Pat. And Joyce is saying hi, Pat. And Samantha is. Crafty Panda is. Jan is. Ann is. Diana is, Carla Frizzell is, everybody saying hi, Pat, and sending you so much love, and that we're all glad we're together. So I saw a bunch of you guys are already sending out your secret sister packages. That's super awesome. I'm super happy. I'm almost ready to send out mine. So if you guys want to make along, you need some tag blanks. If you want to make some texture paste, you need some PVA glue. It can be anyone, like Elmer's Glue All or Aleene's Tacky Glue, any brand you have. A wood glue is also a PVA glue. You need some baking soda or talcum powder. I use baking soda because that's what I have. And some sort of paint, and I'm using white paint. I guess you don't really have to. You can make your texture paste clear if you wanted. Scotty's saying hugs to you. Hi, Scotty. Hey, Shelly Carlson. Kim saying hi. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Liz. How are you, Liz? Tell us all about you. Mary Lou's saying hi. Rosemary's saying hi. Liz is saying hi. I fixed my volume. You can't hear me? It's not good? I think I'll double check. I thought I did fix it, but yeah, it looks like my volume is good from my side. Yours is ready to go, Anne? Mine's almost ready to go. You guys, I have not been feeling 100%. This whole back thing, this kind of shoulder thing is kind of throwing me into a loop, but I'm getting better. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the Christmas ornaments. Let me move my jelly plate. I got a mess here, you guys. Usually I work all week, and you know what? This week I've done very little. I've done a little bit, but not a ton. So I did make a few more ornaments since our last week's live stream. I made a few more. I was going to put my Christmas tree up, you guys. I haven't even done that, okay? I'm telling you how I have not felt well. So I did make a few more ornaments. Mine are obviously all made out of recycling because you know me, I got to recycle. I can't do it without having some recycling. Because I made some stencils, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a few minutes too. Let me just move them out of the way. So I made some a few more. And I went back and I did some gold edging on a couple. And you know what? Also, if you make them and you stick your string all the way through, like I did with this one, you could make a tassel on the bottom if you wanted. So this is just, if you guys weren't with us last week, we made these like paper ornaments. That's all that we made last week. So kind of fun. Hearing well, volumes good. Oh, good. Oh no, you fell yesterday, Anne? Oh my God. Hi, Amberly. That's awful. Hi, Teresa. Oh, hey, Laura. You know what, Anne? I don't know. It's not. You're lurking tonight, Kate? Well, we're happy you're around, lurk or not. Whatever you guys want to do. All you lurkers out there, say hey. And for those of you that want to join our Facebook group, it is called Crafting Mamas. Hi, Kathy. And everyone's welcome. You don't have to paper craft just because that's my obsession at the moment. And you guys hear me clearly. Just because I'm obsessed with recycling and making my crafts from recycling does not mean you have to. Hi, Sherry. There are so many beautiful scrapbooking papers out there and stuff like that. Have at it. Hi, Miss VA. Have at it. I'm in love with scrapbook paper too. I mean, I have my own stash of scrapbook paper. I just live on an island, and having the opportunity to use something that would otherwise end up in a landfill here, I try to do it every time. Now, to that can be a little extreme too for those of you that don't want to collect anything. Trust me, I've got a whole pile of amazing, cool things. You love me because I recycle? I think I'm obsessed with it, you guys. I don't know. I'm trying to get a little bit better about like being able to let things go, but it's hard. It's hard. So I'm going to show you guys some stencils that I made. And one day we'll do a stenciling thing. If you want to make stencils, we can make those in the near future. They're super easy and fun to make. I actually used my die cutting machine to make the ones that I made, but you can use a craft knife or you can use a wood burner, and you just need some plastic. I use any sort of plastic. I don't know if I'm a wizard, but I'm obsessed with it, that's for sure. And my kids are now to the point where they save me all their recycling too. So if you want to make stencils, you need some. I save all the plastic packaging that I get. And I know that's to a detriment, but you guys, the holidays are coming up. So all of you are going to receive things in plastic packaging. You can give your plastic packaging a new life. Okay, so here's my collection of ornaments so far. This is what I've made out of book pages and throwaway flyers and junk mail. Okay, and I'm going to hang them on my tree, and I promise I'll give you guys a sneak peek of my tree when I get it up. I just haven't Susan says Amazon just delivered a pressure cooker. You know what, Susan? I cook in a pressure cooker every day. Pressure cooking, I don't know. You guys, I'm actually a really good cook too. Cycling and being a good cook, I guess, they're kind of go hand in hand. But I'm a good cook, and I cook in a pressure cooker every single day. I was a vegetarian for a long time, and although I'm not a vegetarian now, I mean, I've gone through phases in my life of being a vegetarian and a vegan and a whatever. And, when you eat that sort of way, you definitely need ways to cook beans and grains and stuff that take a while to soak and that sort of thing. So pressure cooking, I love it. It also cooks meat really well. I can make the best pasta sauce, amazing, and it comes out so good, and it takes me like no time. So it looks like it's cooked. You're scared of pressure cookers? Oh my God, they work great. Hi, Samantha. So save your plastic packaging, and oh, Kathy, text me and I will tell you how to use a pressure cooker. I am the queen. I probably have four different, because I bought, I don't know the brand of it, you guys. What's the brand of our pressure cooker? Can you tell me? A Fagor one. And I got it when Macy's was having a sale several years ago. And you can sometimes get them, they come with 2 pots and 2 lids, or 1 lid and 2 pots. And anyway, I have them in various sizes, and they work amazing. And Laura, you can say you cooked all day. I've never used a Savoy cooker. Is it the same, Laura? Yeah, a Fagor is the one I have. I can cook beans from dry to cooked in, I don't know, 25 minutes. I can tell the live chat, but you know what? Hottie always gives me a joke because I call it cheater cooking. I call it Texas cheater cooking. Um, and he always gives me a hard time because making fun of me, telling me I should have a cooking show because I cook all the time. But I cook a lot of things that take normally if you cook. Do any of you guys eat hummus? Hi Emily. Do any of you guys eat hummus or you like things that you cook like chickpea salad? Hi Trish, or that sort of thing. I love beans too. Being from Texas, you do love beans. Or if you're like where I'm from, you do. And so it cooks them really fast. I make beans probably 3 or 4 times a week, all different kinds. But I also make amazing spaghetti sauce, and you can do it really inexpensively with a pressure cooker, and it tastes like you cooked the sauce all day. And you can make it vegetarian, or you can make it with meat. I do it both ways. So and also, you guys, where I live, electricity is the most expensive it ever is anywhere else. Did you guys know that? I don't know what it is per kilowatt. Somebody can Google it, but it's the most expensive. So, and everything runs off of electric here. So, the whole impetus from even getting, I grew up in a family where they hang on 1 second. I'm trying to fix my computer. I'm going to turn off some stuff because it'll start dinging. I grew up in a family where my mother cooked in a pressure cooker, my grandmother did, but I just didn't pay attention, you guys, because, when you're a kid, you don't, right? Well, you move to a place like this where electricity is the most expensive. I think it probably close to Alaska, but maybe Alaska might be equally as pricey as Hawaii. So it gets really hot here. I'm Shelly. Emily, I'm Shelly. For those of you who don't know, I'm Shelly. And the reason I call it crafting mamas is, you guys, mama is the term that I use. When I call my friends and say, hey mama, how are you? And so my kids always just say, not the crafting mama. Anyway, so it's really hot here. And so where I lived, our house, not the house we live in now, but the house we lived in before, was really hot. And the sun came in, it set on that, the sun was setting on that side of the island when it would be dinner time, and my kitchen would be so hot, I didn't want to cook. And, when you're vegetarian or you're vegan, and I had a vegetarian, my kids have been everything, vegetarian, vegan, you name it, and you need to cook stuff. And it was just too hot, so that's why I finally broke down and bought one several years ago, and I used it ever since. Okay, so this is some plastic packaging that came from my arm medicine, okay, and I stuck it through my die cutting machine. The die itself wasn't a great die, and I don't know if I was missing something, but anyway, I just wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm going to use this as my stencils. So when you get all that plastic packaging and I save all the plastic packaging I get, you guys, and I cut out, even if it's because sometimes you get it for products that are just really not, it doesn't look like there's any flat portion to use. I always can manage to find something to use from it. So you could do this with a craft knife as well. You could also do this with a wood burning tool if you guys have one of those things, or if you have a fuse tool. Many of you guys have a We Are Memories Keeper fuse tool. I don't have one. I have a wood burning tool that you can make really cool stencils. But I just wanted to show you because I am going to use a couple of these in with my texture paste, and you can cut it out of cardboard too, but I'm just showing you that you can use it over and over again and wash it. So you can use it in painting and in your jelly plate. Can you see it? Let me see if I can bring it up here. Can you guys see it? I'm just pulling it all out. So I save my plastic packaging. I'm not saying that all of you should become obsessed with saving your plastic packaging like me, but I do. And and these I cut this one too, and you can't see it yet, but you will as we start painting with it because it's a brand new one. But you'll be able to see these are, I don't know, let me find something. Okay, seriously. Anyway, and because that didn't cost me anything to, I mean, I already had the whatever came in the plastic packaging. Let me see if I can find some.
Forms up on your website.
Okay, so let me see if I can find this. Let's see if I can use this and you can see it better. Can you guys see them better from here? These are just snowflakes. Now I'm going to use both the positive and the negatives of them. I save them all. After you start painting with them for a while, you'll be able to see it. Can you see them? See, like this was the same thing. This was I made from plastic packaging using my die cutting machine. And I've used it as a stencil a lot. So I don't know. It's hard to see these. But anyway, you will be able to. In fact, you know what? Let me just go ahead and let me just use a couple of these on, I'll paint with them and then you'll be able to see it. And then we're going to make some texture paste and we're going to make some texture paste. And when we make some texture paste, it'll work out where you'll be able to see it a whole lot better. So what I want to tell you is save your plastic packaging, especially with Christmas coming up, or saving any odd packaging. Okay, that's probably a better way to look at it. And it's good if you have a makeup sponge, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use my my wipes or my paper towels or whatever. You know, I only buy, it sounds terrible, but I only buy wipes to use in my artwork. I don't, and I buy them and then I reuse them. I'll make flowers out of them or do something like that. But the only reason why I'm just kind of doing this right now is so you guys can see the actual stencil. I have my jelly plate here, so I'll just use it on my jelly plate too. And it's what's cool about it is you can make all kinds of cool little things that maybe you wouldn't necessarily have made before because of, I'm only painting them so you guys can see them because they're clear. Usually by the time you see them, when I'm using them, I've used them several times on different things, right? And this I'm just, now these are kind of big ones, but I have some smaller ones as well. So it just gives you some idea of like, that's the die cut part, but I'm also going to use the other part, this part, the part that it came out of, right? For the and these are also kind of masks and things that you can use with your die cut, with your jelly plate, or with your spray inks, or, you know, I haven't made any. I made some recently for when my daughter went to a birthday party, but I haven't made any for the Christmas holidays. I try to make my own wrapping paper if I can too. I'm not saying that I'm that extreme, but you know, if I can take it and take some junk mail or whatever, or take some, so now you can see what they look like. Take some junk mail or whatever have you, and make some. Just gonna smash this down. It'll take the paint off. Let me find another painty paper that I have here. But now you guys get the idea, right? So I'm going to use those, and I only painted on them so you guys could actually see them before I use them for my texture paste. Okay. So the recipe for texture paste, or what I find works for me, and you guys can find one that works for you. If this one doesn't work for you, make it until you like it. Now, I make them in to-go containers, but this is what I have today. These are just some little tiny containers, but I have some throwaway containers that I use. You need 1 part paint, 1 part baking soda or talcum powder, and 1/2 part of glue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm only going to make a little, and I make mine in small batches because I find that it dries really strong and it won't last otherwise. Does that make sense? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my dry ingredient first. I'm going to do 1 spoon of baking soda. And somebody last week mention that if you're using baking soda that you should, not baking soda, talcum powder. You can use baking soda or talcum powder. Baking soda will make your texture paste a little bit more grainy. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me, but it depends upon, I guess, what kind of surface you're going for. So 1 part baking soda, 1 part paint, and 1/2 part glue. It doesn't have to be actually perfect, you guys. The whole idea is it's just going to make you want it to be texture for yourself. It gives you like a raised edge, you know. And I know you can buy it and all that stuff. And for those of you that already have it and buy it, good for you. No, I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm just saying for those of you that want to be a little bit thrifty like me. Now, what I will tell you is that you can paint over it. You can do whatever. You can do everything that you can on the surface. You could use your spray inks over it. I like using this really cheap 50-cent matte paint because I think the gloss adds a sheen to it. But you could add a gloss paint over it, okay? And you just want to mix it really, really well. Okay? That is it, guys. That is it. This is probably more than one. Hi, Kayla. This is probably... Watch out, Pearl, you're a train shift. I know she is. This is probably more texture paste than I'll use in this sitting, okay? You can use baby powder. You can use cornstarch. You can use sassafras. You can use whatever you want. Just don't breathe the talc in your powder or the silica in your powder. I don't, you know. Anyway, so that's the whole texture paste thing. Okay, so sorry. You guys, I always try to start out with clean desk. I didn't even try today. Guys, it was like not even in my space. Okay, so the thing is you don't actually need to put a coat on top if you're going to use texture paste. These are 3 different packaging tags. Cake mix, this was like some health food bars or whatever. You do need a stencil. So I got a couple of different stencils that I have. This is like one, I don't know, came out of a children's kit of some sort. I don't know, one of my kids had it. So I thought maybe I would put some texture, and I have a spatula. My gosh. Guys, what is this called? My head can't even think. Look at it's not a matte knife. It's a, oh God, what is this called? A pallet knife. Sorry, guys. I'm having a brain fart. Sorry. So, what I'm gonna do is now that my stuff is mixed up well, I'm gonna just spread it super thin through my stencil, okay? And then I'm gonna pick it up. And it's gonna dry, and when it dries, can you see the dimension? Now, if you want it to be thicker, you could add thicker. You might, and if you want it to be, like mine's a little more runny or watery because of the paint, you could add more. If you want it to be thicker, add a little bit more cornstarch than I added. If you want it, or baking soda, or baby powder. Okay? But what's cool about it is, like, if you don't like it, scrape it off. Scrape it off and start over. But you do need to let it dry completely, okay? And I'll get my heat gun, I'll get my manly heat gun out in a few minutes. Okay? And so this tag has a couple of stars on it. Maybe I'll put a few more. Sometimes what I do is I'll just texture a bunch of tags, and I have done tons of them, and they're hiding in my lovely space around here somewhere. I didn't even look for them, guys. I felt so bad this week. I really have done very little. I've done very, very little this week. You do want to clean your stencils off fairly quickly. I'm not saying this minute, but you don't want to let them sit for a length of time. If they do, you can still clean them off, but because you've added glue to it and it's a PVA glue, it's going to be, it's definitely going to stick. So, and you don't have to have like this sort of like, it doesn't have to be a stencil of anything. It could just be abstract. Maybe you want to, and I'll show you how you can also stamp into texture paste as well, which I think is super cool. But, you know, if you don't find anything that I'm telling you worth doing, don't do it. I'm like, you know, there's no, you guys, there's no crafting police. You can do what works for you. This isn't something you can do super fast. You could add the same sort of thing to a journaling page. You could add it to your, if you wanted to do like big mixed media art, like a big canvas, I would say you probably want to mix up more than this. You know what else you can use as texture paste too, if you don't, is caulk. Is caulk for your bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? You can use that too. I've used it. Now I am going to paint over this, so you're not going to see my Duncan Hines. Okay? You are not going to see my, you're not going to see Duncan Hines stuff on it, but sorry guys, I can't really chat and do this at the same time, but do you guys see? Can you see the dimension? Now I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll paint over it. Okay? It's as simple as that, guys. Not rocket science. Not rocket science. What are you guys saying? Yes, you can use sheetrock spackle too, Stacy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chat sometimes goes fast for me. Hi, Jane. How are you? Okay, so I'm also gonna show you. I'm gonna let that one dry. I'm gonna scrape this off, and I should have brought a thing of water with me, but I didn't, you guys, because let's face it, I wasn't thinking. Okay, so the 30 days of energy work is gonna start tomorrow, and I will put a link in the description box after this video, and it will take you to a constant contact where you sign up, and you give your name, your first name, your email, and the country you live in. And the reason I ask for the country is if I have a lot of people that are signing up from like England, I need to know for the time frame. The time difference, it's going to be the same time as now, and it will be 20 minutes of energy work. We're going to do it every single day. And you'll get a new link in your email every day, and it's free for those of you that want to do the woo-woo. And so you'll get a new link every day. And hopefully you guys will tell me how you feel afterwards. It'll be pretty kind of awesome to see and hear. Okay, so what I am going to do with this one, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stamp into the texture paste, which I think is super cool. You guys, once you start doing something like this, you wait to see how addicted you get to it. It's so silly, but it's so fun, right? So I'm just going to spread my texture paste on here. Now, if you do big canvases, this is super cool. You could spread it really far and wide on your big canvases. You could also do this on your greeting cards. You can also do it on paper. You don't have to just do it on, I would tell you that if you're going to do it on paper, you want to pick a thicker paper and you want to let it dry thoroughly, okay? Okay, I'm going to stamp into this one. This one is going to be, I'm going to do the whole tag, texture paste, and I'm going to stamp into it. Kind of fun though. A little bit addictive. If you don't like to get your hands messy, this might not be the one for you. Okay, Hottie would want to do this. He does not like, he's an amazing painter, but can I tell you, Doesn't like to get anything, doesn't like to get paint on his hands. He's the neatest painter I've ever seen. I wouldn't say he's the neatest liver, but he's the neatest painter. Because he can't live with me and be neat, because you guys are not neat. I have the best intentions, but I would rather be making art than be being neat. Is that terrible? Okay, this is just a super thin layer of texture paste. I'm going to wipe my hands off. Can you see the layer of texture paste? I'm going to stamp into it. Can you see? What about whipped cream and chocolate? What did I say for the bathroom, Samantha? The caulk? Here, what am I missing? You guys, I'm totally missing everything. I'm missing, and I don't know about the poodle pink and all that. Girls, I'm missing it all. Where have I been? You're finished with your shopping, Linda? Oh my God, that's awesome. I haven't even started my shopping. You guys, I'm not a, whatever. Okay, I'm going to use my favorite stamp. And you definitely, if you're going to use your stamps and texture paste, you want to clean them out right away. Nothing carry on. You girls have a whole life of your own going on there. Good for you. I'm going to use my favorite my favorite bullseye stamp, and I'm going to stamp the texture paste. Probably should have let it set up a little longer. Nah, I didn't let it set up long enough. All right, I got to let it set. If you want to stamp in, you're going to have to let it set longer than I let it set, because it was too gooey. Maybe I'll use a different stamp. It didn't set up enough. All right, I'm going to let this one sit to dry. Okay. Maybe I can get Hottie to clean up my stamp. Will you do me a favor? Will you soak this for me?
I'm already late. I should have already left 5 minutes ago.
Oh no, he's having a moment, you guys. We should have left 5 minutes ago. You guys, it's Friday here, and Friday is like on the side of the island where he works is like art night, and there's a million galleries over there. Million is probably not right, maybe 20 or 30, and it's packed over there. So, and it's also whale season, so people drive around here. You would think that where we live there is, I don't know. You would think that it's, anyway. The whales do their thing. I have some water right here. I have a stiff bristled brush. Yes, Lahaina, yes. Lahaina, you're right. Lahaina, Kayla, have you been there? It's Wild Friday. Yes, you can use spackle instead of texture paste. Of course you can. Use spackle. I didn't hear any sirens today. What happened? What happened, Joyce? Tell me. I have been off. No, he just happens to be home for like 5 minutes, you guys. He's never home when I'm home. He's never usually here when I'm doing it. Because it used to be that I started earlier. Yeah, the Sue crafter. He's a sous chef, like a sous crafter. So Joyce, what happened? Tell me about the sirens. I did not hear sirens. What happened? Tell me. Yeah, they still do have that scrimshaw place. Cal, it's so funny. It's the first time I came to Lahaina. It was a long time ago. And it was, I bought something there like 30 some odd years ago before I even lived here. Vicky Pearl saying, if you use spackle, clean off your palette knife because it'll ruin it. There you go. There's a crafter's tip of the day. Frisky Crafter Friday. Hi, Michelle Scott. Hello, ladies. We've been missing you. At least I haven't been around. Joyce, can I tell you something? They test sirens every week here, okay? We have siren tests every week. It's the first, I don't know, every week it's here. So we have that every week here. And it has nothing to do with North Korea. I think it's tsunami warning, everything. You did too in 1977? Okay, Ella, we were probably here at the same time, right? And I bought some stuff from there. How's my shoulder? Oh, Michelle, I'm pretending it's better. It feels a little better. I found out that I have a pinched nerve, so it's not my rotator cuff, so that's good. But because I can't take any, they wanted to give me steroids and stuff like that, and I can't do steroids. So I'm just going with it. I went and I had some acupressure massage, which, can I tell you, it killed me? So I'm not there's lots of people that love having massages. Guys, I'm not one of them. I really don't enjoy having some stranger like touching me all over. But when you're in pain, I was desperate. And so I've been going to acupuncture, but she suggested that I might want to try that. So I did. I'm going to let my texture paste. So I did, and it's better now, but it's still hurting. What happened, Jane? You guys, tonight when we do our woo-woo, let's send our woo-woo to the ocean and to definitely all these people that really want to start a war. Because honestly, it's not my idea of a good time. And stressing out over it makes it even worse. Okay, so we used our stars. I am going to add a little bit more. What did I do with it? I'm going to add a little bit more baking soda to my texture paste because I'd like it to be a little bit more grainy. I have some right here in the baggie. When the last time I used it, you guys. A little bit more grainy and not so watery. Thanks for the thumbs up, Renee. Bye, honey. I hope you have a good day. I love you. Thank you for doing that. Okay, I added more to make my paste more grainy so that it's not so watery. So it sets up better. And then I'm going to put some, you know what, this one's right. They have to, I can't get out my Rambo gun, my ridiculous Rambo gun. I can't get it out, but I'm going to wait. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this snowflake. Let's see if I can get any more of these out. Guys, sometimes when you're using a die cutting machine, you need to run it through it twice. You know, pass it back and forth, and I didn't on this one. I just did one pass and didn't bother. And these are some small dies, so you know they work, but you have to like be aware and conscious of passing it back and forth kind of thing. But now that you guys have seen this, save your plastic packaging and, you know, make your own stencils. It's fun. I made a whole bunch out of some old file folders from that my daughter had at school. You know, so I did 4 snowflakes here, but you can't really see them because you can't, but because it's clear, but you will when I put the texture paste through it. So it's kind of fun to make them for, make them out of folders for, I'm talking about the school plastic dividers. Those plastic dividers, they work good too. Any sort of plastic. You could also make them out of coffee can lids too. They would be thicker, but. Making your own texture paste is fun. The thing is, though, you want to use a PVA glue that's going to dry hard and permanent. You don't want to use one that's going to succumb to, when you re-wet it, reconstitute it, because it'll come back to life then. Does that make sense? So here's one snowflake. We can do a little bit more. Another snowflake. That one's got to dry a little bit before I can stamp into it. Now you guys don't make so much that you have to save it because it will dry on itself. Although I think if you put it in the refrigerator, you could extend it a little bit more. But then you run the risk if you live in a house like I do, or there's other people, somebody might think your texture paste was something they could use for food. If you're not the only one that is if you're not the sole proprietor of your refrigerator. So anyway, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, who mentioned that they wanted Prismacolor pencils? We're making tags, Michelle. We're making tags, and we're making texture paste. We're making I made some texture paste out of baking soda. I made it out of baking soda, out of PVA glue, and then of course I'm going to paint over these, so you guys won't see this. I mean, I know it looks weird now in a Duncan Hines box, but do you get the texture part of it? Can you see it's raised? Turned it to the side. Can you see it? They had them on sale for $20 on Black Friday. Hi, Grace. I missed it. They were on your Christmas list and they came early, Susan? Awesome. You guys, I told you guys I want that, whatever those metallic rubs. I just have to go buy myself some. I was going to do it over the last week. I was going to look online, see if I could find a special on them, but I didn't even look. Guys, you know it's bad. You know the paint's bad when you don't even feel like looking for any, when you're not even up for looking for any, when you're not up to shopping. Does that tell you how I felt? I wasn't even up to shopping, buying anything. Well, they'll be awesome, but look, this just gives you an idea. If you guys have like stuff like this, and you have packaging, and wait till we paint them. They have to dry, though. That's the only thing, is you have to let them completely dry. You know, you could also texture your journal covers with it this way too, you guys. But I was going to show you, I have one that I made a million years ago, but you guys will have to wait till I clean up, till I unpack my stuff again. Guys, I have not felt good. I was like, if I had felt better, I was going to unpack all my stuff. I was like getting kind of excited about it because I got a new bookshelf and I was going to rearrange everything. Guys, I started and then I put myself into a state of pain. And after that, I was just like, forget it. I can't. But you can make your Christmas tags like this, if you wanted to. You could make any kind of tag like that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas tag, but let me find my other stencils. What other stencils do I have here? I have these plastic stencils. This would probably be good if I made it polka dotted. Wow. Gotta let it dry somewhere. You thought you'd be decorative tonight? I like those. Those are pretty good, though. Hi, Amanda. How are you? How are you doing this week? Are you doing better? So for anybody that wants to do the 30 days of energy work with me, it's just going to be energy work, okay? Hi, Carrie. And it'll be every day. And so far, I'm doing it, I guess it'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time every day. And it's live. So what you'll do is you'll sign up and you'll get an email. And I'm not going to sell your email list, you guys. It's just so I can send you the link It's just me. And you'll get an email. And it'll give you a link. And you can just listen to it on your computer. You could also call and listen on your phone. I haven't included an email address in there, I don't think yet, but I'll include one for you if you wanted to like ask questions or have comments or whatever. It's kind of what we do at the end of our things, but it's more intensive. So if you feel like you want a little boost this holiday season, it's my gift to you. And only positive things will come from it, you guys. So I don't want you to have like a fret or worry. It is something you don't want to do while you're driving or operating heavy equipment. Okay? Because it can put you in an altered state, or as Susan calls it, the marshmallow. Can you see that one? What did you say, Samantha? Edna saying thank you to Lisa who sent Marsley a care package. So thank you. We all appreciate that. You know, just because it's not in the news doesn't mean that people in Puerto Rico don't need your help and your assistance, you know? So what did you go? So what do you guys... Samantha, you are on fire today. 9 p.m., Elizabeth, 9 p.m. Like the same time as our live stream. The same time as our live stream. I know that doesn't really work well for our Aussie friends and stuff like that, but okay, so I have 3 tags so far. Then I'm going to paint on them afterwards. Let me see if I can find my other stencils. Your brother lives in, Anne says her brother lives in St. Thomas and he still doesn't have electricity. Oh no, Anne. Samantha, I don't like crowds either. And I'm not going to lie with you. I personally do not do, I sort of get nauseous in crowds. Does anybody else get nauseous in crowds? Guys, I'm looking for my crazy man gun, my man heat gun, but I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to look. It's over here somewhere underneath my stuff. Okay, these all need to dry. I wonder if this one's set up enough that I can stamp into it. Oh, it feels like it's better. Okay, so let's see if it works. Thing with stamping is you just want to go up and down. You don't want to move it. Stamp. Yeah, it worked. You'll be able to see it once I paint it. You won't be able, maybe you can't see it right this minute, but you'll be able to see the texture once I paint it. So do you guys have anything special on your Christmas list? Did anybody buy themselves anything with all the crazy sales that are going on? Did anybody? Your husband's dying laughing every time I call it a man gun. Oh, wait till you see it. Have you seen it? It's like ridiculous. Patty bought it for me because I said I wanted it. You guys, my heat gun died. And then he's like, And then he's like, so he asked me what I wanted, and I said, I'd like a heat gun. Well, what's cool is you guys, you can, I don't know if you can see the indentions in it, but it'll be cool once I paint it. But you can also sand it once it's done. So he came home with this man gun. If you haven't seen it, it's so ridiculous. I gotta find it. It's like, it's over here underneath behind me. I just haven't, anyway, it's ridiculous. So he came and he bought me, and like instead of, I meant like I wanted the $20 heat embossing gun. He bought me like, I don't even know how much it was. It was ridiculous. He bought me the kind that'll take wallpaper off. It goes to like 1100 degrees or something. You could actually burn her skin off. It's like, whatever. It is a man gun, and it's huge. On top of it all, not only does it get so hot that you definitely have to make sure that you haven't messed with any of the buttons to turn it up, but you've seen how it's enormous. It's not even small. It's not, whatever. You guys, it's my man gun. Yes, I think, yes. I get it. I know, Samantha. Carrie said she saved her money for gifts for her grandchildren. That's great. You guys are so funny. Liz wants a sewing machine that has a zigzag stitch. You're just waiting for me to come use your sewing machine, Susan. Look on Craigslist, Liz, and get yourself one. Get yourself an old Singer. Because I used to be a sewing machine collector. I even told you about my life with sewing machines. Oh no, Malia, are you getting in trouble? Not Malia. Malia, you and I are both in trouble. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. You lived your whole life in trouble, Samantha. Good for you. That's the only way to live. Hi, Jillian. You're not late. You're never late. You're never late. Your timing is always perfect. So I decided I'm gonna make my oldest daughter. I'm not gonna make her anything. I'm just gonna send her some money because she's still in China. And anyway, I'm just sending her money. But my middle daughter. You have a treadle machine, Elizabeth? Oh my gosh, I bet that's awesome. Not tonight, Malia, but the nights early. I hear you. So my middle daughter, I'm making her a handbag, and I'll show it to you guys when I do it. Maybe I'll sew it with you guys. You have an old Singer that goes front and back in a zigzag. You gotta look for a featherweight Singer. I think they came out. Did they come out in the 40s, you guys, or the 50s? The reason I tell you to find yourself an old sewing machine is old ones are metal. Okay, an old Kenmore, even one from the 70s, okay? They're made out of metal. The machines that you buy now, almost, the insides are good. And I'm not saying like a Bernina or a Husqvarna or like an expensive one, but I'm talking about like the one that you go and buy at Walmart, right? The parts are plastic, and you know, when you move them, because you're not going to leave it permanently, it's not going to sit in a space permanently. So when you move them around, the timing gets off of them. So you can usually buy one for like old machine for like $15 or $20 from somebody. Even if you go to an old sewing machine repair store, 9 times out of 10 you can get one that somebody has dropped off and didn't pick it up because it costs them too much to repair it, or maybe the guy buys them at garage sales. You can get them for cheaper than you can buy a new one, and they're going to run better. And they'll let you, most of the time, if you go to a sewing repair store, They will let you sit down and try the machines before you buy it, and you can figure out which one you like better. They may even give you a song lesson, like on how, because every machine's a little different, a little picky. But anyway, they have an old featherweight Singer are awesome. They're awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, that's awesome that your machine sounds like a jet every time it runs. Some of them can be loud. All right, I'm going to let these tags dry. And while I let these tags dry, I am going to, with my texture paste, I'm going to make some other ones that don't have texture paste on them. Because otherwise, we'll be waiting all night. That texture paste. You want it to dry thoroughly before you add any ink or any. See, and I still have enough left to do. I don't know. I probably could do 10 more tags. Anyway, I asked Hottie for his palette knife. I have a really cool plastic palette knife, guys. Anyway, we won't even get into my plight. It's ridiculous. What I am going to say is my New Year's resolution, not that I make resolutions, is going to be to unpack my crafting space so that I can really find all my stuff again. I've packed it up and moved it so many times, it's gotten to be ridiculous. So that's my, not that I need a New Year's resolution to do that, but I'm going to. My New Year's resolution is going to be unpack my crafting stuff and enjoy it and leave it where it is. Your featherweight. Hi, Erin. Your sewing machine's from 1960. Is it a featherweight? You found one on eBay for $45? The only thing is sometimes the shipping can be a lot because they're heavy. But a lot of people don't sew anymore, and a lot of people get left sewing machines from people or from whatever. I'm going to put a piece of paper under here. Guys, I didn't clean off my desk, but I cleaned it off enough to not have any paper underneath it. I can't find my book pages. Anyway, my Reader's Digest, you guys. My book pages from my Reader's Digest. Love them for collage work. They're not great for junk journals because, they're great if you want to make tags and stuff out of them. And they've got cool illustrations in them. But the page quality, you guys, the pages are very brittle. At least that's what I find. Maybe if you get a newer one, they're not as brittle. But it's what I find. I have a couple of used sewing machines. I bought one. I haven't even tried it yet. I bought one several months ago. I have a couple set up now, but I bought one several months ago from the thrift store for $12, and it sews really well. I brought it home. I sewed with it at the thrift store, and then I brought it home and sewed my middle daughter, the one that's in college. She wanted some denim blackout curtains because it gets so sunny here, and she wanted some blackout curtains, and her room has lots of light in it. So I sewed some denim blackout curtains with it, and that's it. So I haven't really tried it, but I do have a couple of other machines. I have a couple of sewing machines that I got. Nothing I've gotten has been, I haven't spent any money on them. You know what I mean, per se. Like I spent $12 at the thrift store for that one, and I have another one that I got from a lady that was moving, and I think I spent, and it's an Elna, and it's a good machine, and I think I spent, I don't know, $30 on it. And then a friend of mine gave me her, and I have a serger, or an overlock machine, and then a friend of mine gave me her sear. It's like a Singer industrial. It's not really an industrial. It's like, I don't know. It sews quickly. It's not an industrial as like a, professional industrial machine. No, you don't want to sharpen. First of all, when you sew paper, you want a dull needle. You want a dull needle when you sew paper because otherwise it perforates it. Hi, Patricia. Otherwise, it just makes like perforations in your paper, and and you want to sew with a zigzag stitch if you can, or the longest, widest stitch you can. So tell me what else you girls are going to do this week. Is anybody doing their, yeah, Susan collects crafting supplies, so she says. She does craft. I've seen her stuff, and it's nice. Yeah, but you want to you can use your dull needles to sew paper with. I like them. I save them to sew my paper with. But it's not good. If you sew on fabric with a dull needle, it makes holes in your fabric. And that's just not generally what you want. Trish, I don't know. I have one of those Fisker trimmers too, and I've had the same issues. And I've had the same issues of not wanting to spend so much money on the blade replacements. I bought some last year. I got them on sale, or I used like a coupon or something, and I got them on sale, the blade replacements. But this is just white paint, you guys. I just was painting out the box so that I could paint on top of it or decide what I'm going to do, or collage or whatever I'm going to do to it, so that I wouldn't have to wait around for my texture paste to dry. You're mailing off your secrets to Santa tomorrow. I'm going to try to mail. I think mine's going to go out on Monday. So, I don't know if this is dry or not. Mine's going to go out on Monday. Guess I shouldn't be in a hurry. I should let it totally dry. You're working on a Great Gatsby book? Awesome. That's what you're working on? Good for you, Michelle. You guys are so funny. Your secrets. Okay, make sure you guys are sending it in a flat rate. Flat rate is like much cheaper, and you can put up to 70 pounds in it. It doesn't matter how distorted it gets. You get to build a volcano, Grace? Oh, that sounds so fun. Hi, Constance. Constance says she has 2 Kenmores. One she bought in 1965, and it came with the cams, and then one in 2000. You have a brother singer and a treadle from 1902 and a serger. Woo! I think, Constance, you and I could be friends. Oh. What's the final grade of the 9 weeks, Scotty? Flat rate is a 9 by 12. They come in 2 sizes, and they're both similar price points. One's like a 9 by 12, and the other one's a 9 by 15. And the difference is it's going to say flat rate on it. You want to make sure. Okay, look, I have one right here. Look, this one is 9 by 12, and it says flat rate envelope. 1 rate, any weight. It goes up to 70 pounds. You want to make sure it says priority mail just like the other one does, but it says flat rate. You want to make sure that when you if you're sending it in the U.S., you want to make sure it says flat rate on it. Because it'll only be one price. It'll be like $6.65 or something like that. Yeah, they come at $6.65, up to 70 pounds. So you can fit a lot of stuff in it. Comes with tracking. The only thing I tell you is when you get your thing, okay, and you can misshapen it. Like I've done mine. This is how I usually do mine. I make my bottoms like this, and then I fold them down and I tape them, right? And then this has got a bunch of stuff in it already. And then you know, you want to, but you want to use clear packing tape, okay? So you want to use clear packing tape and tape the sides here. You could even tape if you wanted to tape the bottom part down, you could. But you want to use clear packing tape because these, I think they want to just charge you more and want you to buy the ones that are Tyvek or whatever. You know what I mean? Pay the weight one, the much more expensive one. But this comes undone, so tape those down, okay? That's my big tip. Tape it down. Yeah, hi, Shelly 2004. You didn't miss anything. I like to sew. Constance, I used to sew all the time. I haven't sewn much lately. Oh, why did they give it? They give big assignments for less work for them. Honey and I were having this conversation the other day. So my daughter, you know, we have grown children, and then we have this daughter that's 11 and in the 5th grade. And I don't know what project she had to do, but she had to do something. And so we were talking about it. He and I were talking about it, and he said something to me like, how did he put it? He said, how many times have you done the 5th grade now? And I said, truthfully, I mean, I did it when I was in 5th grade. I did it when my sister was in 5th grade. And then I have 3 daughters, so I've done the 5th grade 5 times. We were laughing about it, but you know, and we were talking about like how, like what you do with your children and how hands-on you are or aren't. And you know what? I look at it this way. You can criticize my parenting all you want, but I figure I have one go around with my kid, you know, with each child. And, you know, how are you going to teach them except through example? And he says that I'm like, because every time she comes home with some crazy project that I'm helping her. Well, she asks for help. If she doesn't ask for help, I don't help her. But if she asks for help, I help her. But that's just me, you guys. That is just me. So this is my tissue paper that I've painted on top of, not tissue paper, my wax paper that I've painted on top of a bunch of times. And I might tear that up and put some of this on my tags. So I am going to start my Tag a Day series tomorrow. I've already made a bunch of videos and with a bunch of different making tag techniques. And they'll be posted tomorrow. You guys, I have not been myself. I can't tell you, but I just haven't been myself. I've had my own issues lately. So I'm going to put some, I think I'm going to glue some of that on there. What kind of paint do I want to put on there? I don't know. I got some kind of crazy neon paints, which I'm actually liking them. They're a little thin for my taste. Like they're a little translucent. I thought they would be, you guys, because I don't spend any money on the paint that I use, I thought that if when I spent a little money on the paint that I use, that it would be more, it would cover more, but it's not true. So there you go. That's my ridiculous. But I like neon paints, so I got a few of them. Yeah, you can get a padded flat rate envelope for $7.20. It doesn't fit the same amount of stuff in it, though, Carla. I'm going to tell you the truth. You fit more in one of those paper ones. You fit more. And there's also a 9x15 envelope, which is like legal size. You actually fit more in that one, too. I'm not saying that because you have to send more. I'm just, like, telling you that that is what I have found. I have found that. I have found that. So I did get some Americana neon paints. They were on sale. Deco Art Americana, they were on sale at our expensive craft store. Instead of being like $3 a bottle, they were on sale for $1.10 a bottle. So I did buy it. Normally I only go for the 50-cent a bottle paint, especially painting on my junk mail, but on this one, I didn't. I went for a little bit more. I decided I would splurge and go for a little bit more. So I bought they advertised this big sale, and my daughter she's obsessed with these squishy things. Is anybody else's kids obsessed with them? I'll have to show them to you next time. They're on her backpack. She's obsessed with these squishy things, and they sell them at that store, at the expensive craft store. And so I agree, Joyce. Thank you to all of our teachers. Yes, I agree with you 100%. So anyway, I'm going to paint. I think I'm going to... So I'm going to definitely start my tag a day thing. So if you guys are into wanting to make some tags with me, it will be, the videos will be up in the short. So I'm going to art every single day. Make a tag a day. Hopefully I'm going to do it for the whole year, and then at some point I'll make a tag book with you guys. I made one eons ago, and if you go back and look at my old videos, there's the tag book video is in there too somewhere. But super fun. If you've never made a tag book, they're fun to make. And then I figure maybe I may journal on them I don't know, I haven't decided. The ones I've made so far I haven't really journaled on, but well, one of them I did. Maybe two of them I did, but anyway, it's fun. So the whole idea is just to carve out, 10 or 15 minutes a day to make art. That's really the whole idea. And, committing to making a tag a day is just basically saying to yourself, I'm going to commit to making art every single day. And you're making art for yourself. I mean, there's no reason for it. It's not like it's it's art for the sake of art. It's not art for selling it. It's not art for, it's just art for the sake of art. So that is what I'm going to do. So if anybody wants to join me in that adventure, I totally welcome you. I welcome you on board to making a tag a day. If you feel like it, if you want to. Not necessarily not necessary if you don't want to. So somebody gave me these. These are like Stampin' Up! Stamps. And I don't know if I haven't really used them yet, so I'm going to see how they work. I don't know if I haven't really... Maybe I'll use that one. I haven't really used them. Somebody sent them to me, and I'm always up for I'm always up to try new things, stuff, especially stuff I haven't tried before. I was just looking to see if I could find... You guys, I did clean up my mess. It's like, so instead of me having all the supplies I need right around me, I don't. So sometimes I'm aimlessly looking for something that used to be... I have a tub right next to me, but it doesn't have all my stuff in it. It's my life, you guys. It's my life. It's ridiculous, but it is my life. That's how it works out for me some days. It is how it works out for me. So does anybody have any big holiday plans? Like, is anybody like... A lot of people do like fun stuff the whole month of December. I'm not necessarily one of them. We're talking about retiring now, and I missed the whole conversation. Wait. Mothers are teachers, Jane. What are you talking about? We are teachers. Mothers are teachers. Mothers are totally teachers. We are teachers. We are teachers. Guys, the school system here kind of sucks. And it's really difficult for, if you've come from like another place, like the mainland, it's really difficult to want to deal with how inadequate it is, and it's just not great here. So any real teaching that gets done to kids here, or for kids here, has to come from home. But most of that's true anyway. I'm not saying they're not great teachers. My dad was a teacher and he was awesome. My mother was a teacher. So I'm sure these stamps work better than they would with these little vague paint that I have going on here. Anyway, what am I missing? Hi, Kathy. How are you? Oh no, Jane, that's awful. My dad was a math teacher. Isn't that great? My dad actually taught me math when I was in the 7th grade. Can you imagine having your father as a teacher when you're in the 7th grade? Let's just say it was the 7th grade is a difficult year anyway. Susan says she was a student and she apologizes to all of her teachers. You're hilarious. Hi, Lily. How are you? They do grow up too fast, Malia. You're right. You're totally right. Hi, all you lurkers. Say hey. We're happy to see you, Kathy. We're happy to see you. Somebody said, yay, Lily, so I said, Lily must be here. I haven't seen her yet, but somebody said, yay, Lily, so maybe I missed her. Hi, Stella. Hi, Stella. Oh, it was a typo? There's no Lily? Hi, Marcy. Yay, Marcy. Yay, Marcy. Yay, 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 Marcy. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Kathy, we miss you too. Okay, I'm not crazy about the stamp, but I stamped with it, so I don't know if we'll use that one again. So you guys, I have lots of friends that now that they found out. Oh, we're talking about your daughter, Lily. Oh, okay. We have Lily who's in India, and I haven't seen her in a while. Stella, we're waving back to you. One day Susan's grandson was on, and I was talking to him. He was like, oh my gosh, somebody's talking to me. Got a little embarrassed. Marcy, what time is it where you are? Is it like 4 o'clock in the morning, or what time? No, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in South Africa. What time is it? All right, I got this stamp too. Okay, I don't know if these are going to work either, but we'll see. I need to find my ink. They all work with ink. That's all I need to do is just reach over and get the ink instead of trying to do it with paint. Paint works sometimes with that Americana paint. I'm not crazy about that on your that on my. It's okay. It's not a bad tag. I could add some more collage bits to it. Hey, Deborah. It's 5 in the morning where you are, Marcy? Oh my gosh. Do you get up early? Are you an early riser, Mars? Are you early? Are you an early riser? You're very early? I don't know if I'm very early or I just don't go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like some people are like me, just you're not really an early riser, but you just don't sleep. Well, I get up early anyway. Okay, that stamp worked better. Okay, so, and I may add something to tone that one down later. You were a prankster, Susan? I can imagine you were. But you were awesome as a student. You guys are so funny. You are a prankster, Susan. I totally agree. You guys are so funny. Hey, lurkers, say hey. So for all of you that want to join us over in our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called Crafting Mods. Everybody is invited. You don't have to make paper crafting just because that's my tangent at the moment. I am going to show you guys my sewing stuff, though. I have to, first of all, I have fabric, but I have to like figure out what fabric I'm going to use to make her bag. And I'm thinking of making her an oversized clutch bag. Maybe I'll do it as a live stream. You guys can laugh at me while I sew my way through it. Kate says, hi, Pat. You guys are so funny. Grace says she always loved the naughtiest. Your mom paid $10 each for milk glass vases. But you know what, Renee? If she wanted them, why would she be mad? Like, you gotta collect what you love. Okay, I think my texture paste might be... Let me see. I think my texture paste might be good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll add some texture paste to this. Let me see what I can add. I bet you I could add some texture paste before it all dries out. You guys, it doesn't last. That's why I tell you to make it a little bit at a time. Oh, this would be great with texture paste. I'll just have to paint over it a little bit, but it'll be good with texture paste. You guys, the whole thing with making yourself a tag a day is try new techniques on it. Try stuff you've never done. Like, it's not supposed to be like, oh, this is an end result. It's so beautiful. It's like a journaling page, you know? It's like, if you don't have time to make yourself a journaling page, but you have time to, like, make yourself 10 or 15 minutes worth of art, you know, it'll be more fun. Definitely going to paint over it. I'm going to let it sit for a second, though. That one's got to dry, too. It's not end result oriented. It's supposed to just be fun and creative. Okay? So I don't want anybody to like go, oh, well, I made tags, but I don't like them. Because that's why they're for you. They're going to go in your tag book. They're not for the whole world to see. They're going to go in your tag book. They're going in your tag book. They're $1.50 at Goodwill. Okay, then she can be upset for paying $10 for them. I had a friend that was very into collecting milk glass, and he used to go on eBay and bid on all these milk glass collections. He had quite an amazing milk glass collection, and some of them can be pricey depending upon if they're rare, you know, so. Okay, so I think I can paint all these now, the ones that I have textured on. I think I can paint on them. They feel dry. The problem is if you don't let them dry and you start painting on them, then it's basically, this one's not dry. It's still cold. And this one's not dry either. Maybe this one is. The problem is if you paint on them and they're not dry, then what happens is you can, it's a mess. You definitely gotta let them dry a little. And I wouldn't use a credit card to paint. I would use a brush. And you want a softer brush because you want it to be able to get around. You want it to be able to get into the nooks and crannies of what you painted, of your texture paste. And you guys, when you decide to art every single day, when you start making these tags or whatever you do, maybe you don't make tags, maybe you decide you'll just take the tag challenge and you'll take that time and you'll do your 15 minutes of art every single day, whatever it looks like, right? You'll find that everything that you do gets easier and more fun the more often you do it. And somebody wrote me an email and said, why tags? Well, because they're small. And because you know what? You can always find a use for them. You can journal on the back of them. Use them as a bookmark. Put them in your journal. Put them in your junk journal. Why not a tag? I mean, I guess I could have said a journaling page, but sometimes I think, do any of you guys get intimidated by painting a journaling page? Does anyone have a break the page issue? Like when the blank page is staring at you. Whereas like a tiny tag is staring at you, it's not a big deal, right? A tiny tag is staring at you, you're like, okay, 15 minutes. This one I think is, I don't know how big it is. I can look it up. I think it's like 2 inches by 4 inches maybe. So when you're talking about a 2-inch by 4-inch piece of artwork, it's not nearly as intimidating as, say, 9 by 11 sheet of paper or an 8 by 10 journaling page or a double spread if you open up a composition book. Good night, Renee. I hope you have a wonderful night. Give your mom our love. Tell her, let it go. Say, let it go, let it go. Okay, these are just base coats to go on them, and I'm going to let them dry for a couple minutes. Small art is your problem? Why is small art your problem, Mars? Tell me why. All you lurkers say hey. Why is small art your problem? Explain it to me, Miss Marcy. Explain to me why small art is your problem. I think small art is something you don't even have to think about. Unless it's too small. Well, if it's too small for you, then make yours bigger. I like big too, but the thing is this, is that if you don't make time, maybe you are one of the few people that makes time to sit down and art every day. But if you don't make time to sit down and art every day, a big project can be more intimidating, I think, than a small project. Whereas it's like an exercise. 15 minutes a day is like an exercise, right? Everybody can do 15 minutes a day. At least that's what I think. Am I wrong? Can't you guys all commit to 15 minutes a day? I know I can commit to 15 minutes a day. I may not be able to commit to like hours a day, but I can commit to 15 minutes. Especially if you have like kids and stuff around you, right? You can commit to saying, 15 minutes is like, I can do that. And if you gave yourself the discipline to do it 15 minutes a day, it can be any size. So my shoulder, I haven't been arting every day. I used to art every single day. You brought hi Lucinda. Everybody say hey to Lucinda. We're happy to see you. You brought your jelly plate to rehab. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, so Sherry, and it's just like index card a day, except it's a tag. Okay? It's a tag that you can then write on if you felt like it, or not write on it, give it away. But the whole idea is it's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes to collage, paint, mix media, whatever it is you want to do, you do it. It's not supposed to be stressful. Smaller drives you crazy, Laura, because you're trying to use up small scraps. Well, don't use up small scraps. Use up bigger scraps. Don't use small scraps. Use bigger ones. That needs to dry more. Use bigger ones. You don't have to use small. You don't have to use... So make your tags big then. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. If you wanted to do journaling, if you wanted to take the challenge and instead of doing tags, you wanted to do a journaling page a day, do it. Whatever works. I just know for me, sometimes the journaling thing, and I love to journal, you guys. And sometimes the journaling thing, just breaking the page can be like, for me, it's like, oh, you know. And then what happens for me is that I get really into it, and then, of course, I get interrupted and have to go somewhere and do something. Okay, can you see the texture in it? You'll see it more when I add some. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to add some, I don't know, something over it. But you could do the same technique on anything, on a big canvas, on a... I'm just going to let it dry for a second. Good night, Diana. If you want to do the woo-woo, just put the intention out there and you'll receive it. Okay? Whether you're here or not. Laura, I don't think it's just you. I think that many people don't. I mean, working small is not the optimal for everyone either, but you know, for me it's not even about the working small part. It was just about the commitment to myself. The commitment to making art for myself every single day and doing it at least 15 minutes. That's really what it was for me. That's just really what it is for me. That is what it is for me. It's just arting 15 minutes every single day, whatever that looks like. Right? Just arting, taking the time to spend 15 minutes for myself. Whatever that looks like. And for me, I love tags. You know, you don't need a reason for a tag, you guys. You can just make it. You could do an index card if you wanted. I mean, you don't need a reason for an index card either. Right? Okay, I'm going to let those dry. Good night, Shelly 20,004. See you on Tuesday if you're around. And if for those of you that are leaving, if you wanted to have the 30 days of energy work, just come back after this video's up and I'll put the link to where you sign up for it. And it'll be tomorrow at the same time. But it's only a conference call. It's not it's not YouTube. Night, Carla. Big hugs. I'm loving your little journals that you're making. They're awesome. They are awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm loving them. I am enjoying them very much. Now I really do need my big old big old heat gun. Since I keep getting in trouble for calling it my man gun. I only call it that because no woman in their right mind would ever buy that for themselves as a heat gun to craft with. Do you think? Do you think any woman would buy that for themselves? Would buy that heat gun for themselves? The call works. So you sign up. You'll sign up. And you'll get a link in your email. Samantha's still laughing about my man gun. You'll get a link in your email, and then you just click on the link at the time, and it'll be the same time that we've had our calls here. Our times here. And you just click on the link, and it'll take you to a live conference call, and you just listen. That's it. You were awake all night making pictures, Lucinda? What I missed? I missed it. You were awake all night because you can't sleep. Good night, Patricia. Big hugs. Are you leaving too? Or are you saying good night to Shelly 20,004? No, it's just not a video. It's just an audio. You worked on making a picture to someone, Lucinda? That's really thoughtful. Okay, I definitely need to find my heat gun. It's over here on the floor somewhere. I'm going to have to, it's behind me. Because I can't twist my body to turn around to get it. That's why I haven't done it. I'm telling you. You don't realize the range of motion that you lose when you have like an injury like that. Or you really don't realize like what the range of motion you're using. I'm sorry about your friend, Lucinda. I know that's like, it's super sad, right? It's super sad. I'm sorry. Lucinda, I think that it's awesome that you made it. Good night, Sandra. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're grateful. Go on over and join our Crafting Mamas group if you feel like it. If you wanted to join Crafting Mamas, go on over and do it. We'd love to have you. We would love to have you. You were saying night to the other Shelly, Patricia? Okay. So, you guys post your pictures of the stuff that you received from your Secret Santa. Okay? Please post them in the group. I can't wait to see what you guys made each other. I can't wait. Cannot wait to see what you made each other. It's going to make me super excited to see what you've made. It'll just inspire me. It will just inspire me. Oh, we're happy you're back, Renee. I got to stand up and I'm going to have to stand up to get the heat gun because I can't twist my body to get it. So I'm going to stand up and get it. So then I'm going to start painting these. And so far all I've done is texture and paint a base coat on all these, but they've dried. I think they've dried enough. And then I'm gonna continue to paint them. That one needs, and then maybe I'll do some collage on this one. Guys, the idea is just to have a good time. It's just to have fun for no reason. Susan says her secret sister will be like, what the? I'm sure your secret sister will love it. I'm glad you made it home safe too, Renee. Oh, good. Well, yeah, Ash wrote in the group that would be great to see what everybody gets. You know, like, it'll be fun to see what each one of you guys send each other. You know? Samantha, we think you need to get your own Facebook, sister. Get your own Facebook, and then everybody will be cutting up with you. I used to do my Facebook thing through Hotties, and then people, it was like, because I didn't have Facebook for a long time. I had the weirdest Facebook story. If I tell you guys, you'll be like, that only happens to you. Okay? So after that, I stopped doing Facebook. And it wasn't until I started, I went on a trip a couple years ago, and everybody was sharing pictures through Facebook that I even got a new Facebook page. Grace is sending you some candy. And I'm sure you just want to mail it by the 15th of December. So you have 2 more weeks. Well, Samantha, whatever you do, just link it all to something else. Link it all, you know what I mean? Like, get a separate email for your Facebook account and that sort of thing. And the thing is that you can belong to just private groups. Like, you can belong to Crafting Mamas, and that's a private group. So nobody is going to see on your regular Facebook thing anything about you. But I understand, Samantha. I totally get it. All right, I got to try to get my heat gun. Just give me a second, girls. So over here on the floor, and it's like underneath all this. So somebody's going to ask me what the tag die is. It's tag and tie, and guys, I don't know how big it is. I'll tell you how big they are. They're like 2, a little less than 2.5, 2 1/4 wide by 5. So 2 1/4 by 5 is my small art. Alright, so here's this ridiculous heat gun that you guys are making fun of me calling a man gun. And I know why. I'm not that slow, but can you tell me, girls, would anybody in their right mind, no woman would buy this? Hi, Nana! So I'm just going to heat up I'm just going to try and draw my tags so I can add the next layer. Hi, Carla. How are you? Did anybody try to watch Barb today? I tried to watch her and then it disappeared and then I never tried. Looks like a ray gun. Look, and it goes up to look at the thing. It goes up to like 1100 degrees. It's just ridiculous. No woman in their right mind would ever buy this. But whatever, it was the thought, you guys. My kids make fun of me every single time because it sits right next to my crafting table and they totally make fun of me. You're on the tablet, it's hard to chat. Well, we're happy to see you, Carla. It does quick dry, but you have to be careful. Laura Carla's our friend. She's one of our crafting mamas. She's our peep. You can go over and join her Facebook group too. She's got one called Art Experiments, and it's awesome. So think I'm going to paint this one a solid color. And we miss, I was there. This is Rambo. This is definitely like, I have the Rambo. Oh my God. Do I think Rambo is Big Bertha? I have a Rambo knife, if that's what you're talking about. My hands look tiny. My hands are small. Woo! Elizabeth's saying, at Walmart they have Kills paint chips, sticky back, 8x10 sheets. All right, everybody, run down to Walmart and get your Kills paint chips. You guys definitely want to let these dry before you mail them out, though, especially because the texture paste does take a... Yeah, all paint chips are free, I think. We've missed you too, Carla. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, I guess we're all going to be down there. This is a ray gun. You guys have no idea. It's so ridiculous. You have to be careful not to... It will peel wallpaper up. I don't know. Liz says she scorched a piece of painting paper. She tried to do it with her ray gun. Oh my gosh. You missed Carla and Barb today? Well, Carla was on Tuesday and Barb was today, but Barb, like something happened in her feed. I was like watching it and then, or I had it on in the background. I wasn't actually watching. Your husband dies of embarrassment? We love you, Michelle Scott. I can't wait to see your new book. I'm excited. I'm be looking for it. I think I'm an embarrassment to my kids too when I go to Home Depot, so whatever. What can you do, right? I would just make sure they're dry before you want to paint on it any further, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go for it, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now, if I had Carla's Magic metallic rubs right now, I could do some magic metallic rub on all of these raised surfaces, and they would be awesome. They would be totally, totally awesome. Because it would just leave paint or whatever, leave the metallic part on the raised surface. But anyway. Well, I hope all you ladies post your pictures of whatever your secret sister sent you. And for those that want to sign up for the Christmas card swap, you can. Now, hear me clearly. You don't have to give Christmas cards to every single person that signs up. If you can, do it. If you don't want to, don't. I mean, it's just, and I didn't assign any partners. It's like supposed to be whatever you want to do. It's supposed to be for you to decide. It's not a, it's not something that you absolutely have to do, So, because somebody asked me, like, when were partners going on? It's like, it's a Christmas card swap. I don't know how many people have signed up for it, but, sign up, give, receive. It's just supposed to be just like fun. It's not like mandatory. It's not, none of this is mandatory. Okay, now I'm liking this. Do you guys like it? Can you see? It's got like raised surfaces on it. Susan says she tried to do painting papers at Walmart and they escorted her out. You're ridiculous, Susan. I love you though. Barb made cute Christmas cards today. Well then, I missed the Christmas card. It just died on me, and I thought maybe it was my computer. Jane, did you make Christmas cards? Hi, Luana. How are you? Your video's buffering. I'm sorry. So you guys get the general idea, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do these. I'm going to paint them. Now that I've got them, now that the texture's dry, I'm going to decide like what color I'm going to paint them, and then I may add some more color to it too. Yeah, it is good texture, and and we made it ourselves. So it's 1 part baking soda, 1 part paint, and a half a part of to a half a part of glue. And you have to use a PVA glue. Okay? So whatever that is for you, you know, use your PVA glue and like it or don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like, hi, Lynn. Barb Owen is awesome, but I missed her. Usually I love to watch her on Fridays, but then now she's changed her thing. I don't know. Carla probably knows better than me. She changed her thing, right, Carla? She's like only doing like the first Friday of the month, or what is she doing now, Carla? She's not doing, she used to do every Friday, and I used to watch her every Friday. But now she like changed it. I don't know all the ins and outs, you guys. With this thing that I've been going through with my my shoulder. I'm not up on my scheduling. I don't know nothing. So, what did I miss, Scotty? She is a crafty goddess. Have you seen her space? Her space is gorgeous. Barb's space? Oh my gosh. Her space is just beautiful. She's got like the dream studio, okay? As I'm sure Shannon Green has the dream studio too. Scotty, you've been to Shannon Green's studio, right? Does she have the goddess studio too? Huh? Okay, Carla says that she's only doing the first Friday that now Barb is only doing the first Friday because she's busy. Well, we love Barb, and I watched a little bit, and then I thought it was my computer, and quite honestly, guys, I was in so much pain, I just was like, okay, I'm going to lay down now. She is a serious teacher. You can't cut up on Barb's channel. You probably could cut up on Barb's channel. I don't know. Do you think she's that serious that you can't cut up on her channel? You guys are so funny. I guess so, right? I don't know. Maybe you're right, Miss Susan. Maybe you can't cut up on Barb's channel. I haven't tried to cut up on Barb's channel. Have you tried to cut up on Barb's channel? Did you go over there, Susan, and try to cut up on Barb's channel? I haven't tried. I have not tried to cut up on Barb's channel. I have not. I have left Barb's channel. She always has tons of people on there, so to me it's like I wouldn't want to disappoint her. She might not like my sense of humor. She might not like my sense of humor. Hell no. No drama. I am painting. I made some texture tags. So what we did is we made our own texture paste. I don't know if you can see it, Len, and then I'm just painting on them. Can you see the texture? I'm going to finish painting this. Just painting some tags, Len. You know me, I got to have and I'm painting mine neon. Because right now I got this neon thing. I got this neon paints, these new neon paints. My expensive craft store had a big sale on neon paints. My daughter wanted to go there to get a squishy thing. The weekend after Thanksgiving, she's obsessed with these squishy toys. I'll have to show them to you another time. And they only sell them there. And I'm sure they sell them other places, but that's where she knows they are. And so she wanted to take her Christmas money or whatever she got, her, she got some money and she wanted to go buy herself one of those squishy things. So we went, and when we went, all of their paints, but I don't normally buy this brand, so I have to say I'm used to the cheap brand, and this was like the not as cheap brand. It's normally like $3 a bottle, but it was on sale for like $1 something. So I bought some neon paints. So I'm kind of obsessed with the neon paint. I don't know if you can see it, but it's texture. Can you see it? Night, Trish. Hi, Scrap Life Away. Your what's closing? Tell us your first name. Susan says she has to watch Barb on replay so she won't be tempted to make her laugh. You're hilarious, Susan. I love you. I love you, Susan. So you guys, the whole idea is just to have fun. Okay, it's not like a serious, like it has to be like so serious. Leslie, nice to meet you, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Your local scrapbook store is closing? Yeah. Susan says somebody needs to goose her so she lightens up. Okay, so this is just my texture paste tag. I'm going to put this on a Christmas package. What do you guys think? Whoever gets it's going to think it's good or not. Lynn writes, neon snowflakes, aliens peeing on snow clouds again. I told you it's because I got my cheap paint. I love Barb. Are you kidding? I love Barb. That's why I was like, today I was kind of bummed. Hi, Anna. It is relaxing fun today. Because my shoulder has been hurting so bad, I can't even do anything. So, this is my, wait till you see my handbag. I have this handbag in my head. I'm so excited to make it. For my daughter, hopefully she'll like it. Do you know the only bummer thing about my kids? Just gonna vent. Can I just vent for a second? Psychedelic starfish. Okay. Yellow snow. No, this is neon. Okay? This is a neon snowflake. A neon texture paste snowflake. I've learned a lot from Barb. You know, I love her. I love Barb. But I know I don't cut up over there either. Okay, because I don't cut up when I go and watch. I don't cut up when I go and watch you, Carla, either. Not that I think you'd be disappointed in me or anything. I don't think there's any judgment there, but I don't cut up there. And I definitely don't go and cut up when I watch. Oh my gosh, guys, my head can't think. Yeah, I like. It's called coffee, Samantha. It's just some coffee. Susan Zielinski loves Barb Owen. I love Barb Owen. Grace loves Barb too. She's amazing. Like if I lived next door to Barb, you guys, I would love living. Wouldn't you love living next door to her? I would love living next door to her. Guys, have you seen her craft room? Her craft room is like heaven. It's like a heaven craft room. She's got like the heaven craft room going on. She's got the heaven craft room going on, going on. It's just because I got these neon paints, you guys. I don't cut up over at Dee Dee Willingham's either, though. Because, I don't know, you guys. Do any of you guys go there and cut up? Now, Shannon Green, on the other hand, you could cut up on her. If she had a live stream, you could totally cut up. She would be cutting up right with you. We love you, Chuck. Michelle says she agrees. She loves Barb, and she'd be a great neighbor. Yeah, but can you imagine? You'd be over there. I'd be like, Barb, can you show me how to do that, Barb? Okay, let's just ask ourselves this. Susie, Renee says nobody wants to live next door to her. We don't want to live next door. I would live next door to you. I love Shannon Green. She's one of my favorite peeps. What kind of dog do you have, Samantha? He's 80 pounds? Dee Dee is fun, but I don't know if she, it gets a little raunchy sometimes here. Jane says Crazy does not live here anymore. I love Shannon Green. You guys, she sent me a custom keeper, and I want to tell you, I'm going to show you, maybe I'll show it to you on Tuesday. I have made a cover for my custom keeper. You guys can live next to me. You guys could come and craft with me. I have no crafty friends here, you guys. It's just me. Lynn says 80 pounds is not a dog. It's a small horse. Crazy moved in with you? Oh, God. A crafting mama's commune. You guys are hilarious. Okay, I'm liking my neon snowflakes. I'm liking it. I kind of think it looks, you can't tell it was a Duncan Hines box, can you? Oh, it is so expensive here. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's the name of the book Barb wrote? Oh, well, see, guys, you know Barb better than me. But I'm liking it. And whoever's Christmas package it goes on, they better like it too. You like my... Guys, I can't follow the rules. Okay? I just can't. I try. You know, I was one of those kids that asked like every question. Like they would say, you have to do this. And I'd be like, why? Why do you have to do that? I don't understand. Why? Guys, I never could follow the rules. I try sometimes. I try now, but it doesn't work. So the only reason why I'm painting it over the Duncan Hines box is I don't know what color. Some of my neon colors don't show up good on those dark backgrounds. I didn't know that. What's the name of her book, Jane? Could you write it again? Thanks, Kathy. Me too, Janet. I use telephone books. I make my art out of everything. No rules in crafting. Definitely no rules. There's no rules. No, but you know, like when you're a kid and they say, color in the lines. I'd be like, why? And then they would say, okay, so did you guys ever do this in art class where you would cut out a magazine page and then they would cut it in half and then they would tell you to draw the other side of the face? Well, my other side of the face would be like, I'd draw a dog or a cat. You know, that's the kind of artist I was, okay? So guys, I can't draw a straight line. So the name of Barb's book is Crazy Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Okay. Did she talk about it today in her live stream and I missed it? Probably because I was like in pain and couldn't deal with myself. She sells it on her site? Okay, cool. Have you read it yet, Jane? You guys are so funny. Okay, so now that I have neon snowflakes, and I have polka dots too. I have some polka dots here, and this one's sort of like, I don't know, it's missing something. I may have to come back and revisit this. I like the wax paper on it, but I don't know. The dot sleeve. You know what it needs? It needs like a China marker. It needs some like marking on it, and I don't have any pens over here. You're hanging your head. You have to teach drawing inside the lines to kindergarten kids. Oh, I'm sorry, Leslie. You guys, I love to go teach art at my daughter's school, and I do all the time. But I teach obviously recycled art because you know how much I'm in love with it. So last year we made Coke bottle, like plastic soda bottle Christmas trees. They thought I was crazy. I agree with you, Grace. Glitter, definitely glitter. Definitely glitter. You know, like, so I'll tell you guys a cute story. So my niece was in a very serious relationship with somebody several years ago. She's in her 20s. And she called me up one day and she said, what do you think about, and she also had a roommate at the time. So let's get this clear. So she goes, what do you think about when your roommate tells you, and she wasn't living with her boyfriend. She goes, what do you think about when your roommate tells you that there's no room for glitter? I was like, well, I'd get a new roommate. And she's like, right? And I said, well, yeah. I said, because she's all about glitter. Okay, she's all about glitter. And so she was like, yeah, I think you're right. She goes, I think I need to get a new roommate. And I said, but I thought you really love your roommate. And she goes, no, I love my roommate. But so what had happened was she was dating somebody. And she was sort of in a serious relationship. And I guess he told her they were thinking of getting a place together. And I guess he told her that she couldn't bring her glitter. So she dumped him. She said, and then she called me back later on. Of course, I didn't realize that that's what she was asking when I talked with her. And she said, I thought long and hard. And she said, I thought long and hard. And night, Michelle, we love you. We can't wait to see your book. Oh my gosh. So she dumped him over glitter. And she said, honestly, it was really relieving. She goes, because, the more I thought about it, the more ridiculous it is. Who in the whole world ever tells you that you can't have glitter? That you can't have glitter in your own home, and glitter is part of your life and part of your personality. I was like, oh my God. I said, well, I hope you didn't do it on my account. She goes, no, but you were just a confirmation to it. Does that make you laugh? We love you, Michelle. Everybody go over and check out her channel. You'll love her work. Michelle Scott. You will love her work. Anyway, so I have to laugh. So she got a new boyfriend. She was like, if the glitter goes, then I think you gotta go. You gotta go. The glitter stays. Night, Edna. We love you, Edna. Right, Nana? Like, what in the world happened that you don't like the glitter, right? Well, what in the world could possibly happen to make somebody not like the glitter? Like, who can't like the glitter? You gotta like the glitter. We gotta like the glitter. Gotta have the glitter. I think all of my tags are gonna be neon tonight, girls. Sorry, this is kind of where I am. I'm in my neon moment. Nana says her Mister calls it stripper dandruff. Oh, I love it. Stripper dandruff. Well, then, girl, I'll be having some stripper dandruff. Good night, Edna. We love you, Edna. And if you want the woo-woo, just say yes, and then you'll receive it, whether you're still here or not. Oh, I love it, Nana. I love it. Stripper dandruff. You guys, my mother was like so sparkly. Can I tell you? She was like the sparkliest person I know. Like glitter and sequins were like mandatory. You guys, she was always wearing like glitter and sequins in some way, some form or fashion. It was just who she was. Glitter and sequins. You know? So like I don't think my kids realize that all other grandmothers were not glitters and sequins. My mom was like so glitter and sequins, it was crazy. Glitter Dan. So Barb's book, the name is Normal Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Okay, so we'll all have to look for it. Scotty says her mother was the least sparkly mom. Well, sparkles aren't mandatory, but you know, if your parents are sparkly, they're just sparkly. Like, what are you going to do about it? Like, my mother was sparkly. Like, there's nothing you could do about it. Like, you could have wanted my mother. You guys, I'll see if I can find any pictures of her. And then you guys, yeah, she's no longer with us. Well, obviously, she must be here in spirit because we're talking about her, but she was so sparkly. My mother wore like Madonna wig before Madonna. You know that crazy I Dream of Jeannie wig Madonna wore in her tour or whatever? My mother was that, okay? And this is like, God, can you imagine? My mother used to go to school. My mother would come to my school and she was wearing platforms, you guys. She was like wearing platforms and, guys, I can't even tell you. My mother was glitter. My sister and I laugh about it all the time now. Neither one of us are very sparkly like that. I guess because my mom was so much sparkle, you know, like we were not as sparkly as she was. Like I guess we let go of our sparkle because she was so sparkly. Not that we weren't sparkly, but you know what I'm saying. Like she wore enough sparkle for all of us. Anyway, it was quite funny. My mother the way we grew up with our mother being so sparkly. Your mom made belly dancing belts? Okay, Elizabeth, are you ready for this? My mother was a belly dancer. Okay? I took a belly dancing class several years ago with a girlfriend of mine. She wanted to take belly dancing. And I hadn't belly danced in years. And my mother could roll quarters with her belly. Okay? Are you ready? I'm serious. In fact, somewhere around my house, my sister was cleaning out something and she found my mother's belly dancing, those little chime things, you know? I think I've probably been having one. Anyway, went to this belly dancing class with this friend of mine. You know, I didn't really tell people that my mother was a dancer. My mother was a professional dancer, not a stripper, although if she was going to be a stripper, she'd have been a good one. Oh, I'll tell you guys the best story. Oh, my God. You guys make me remember things I forget. So, anyway, I went to this belly dancing class, and this lady who was probably in her 80s was teaching it. This is in New York City, the 92nd Street Y. And she came over and asked me if I was trying to take her class, like if I wanted her job. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I guess I knew all the belly dancing moves. Okay, so when I was in college, this is my mother in a nutshell. Okay, when I was in college, so my mother danced. My mother had her own ballet company, and you know, she sort of gave all that up when she had kids, but she had a dancing school. And guys, I led a crazy life. If I told you half the stuff that I did that my mother dragged us to do, you'd be like, Either you think it was great or you would be mortified. Anyway, she dragged us all over the world. She taught gymnastics and she was awesome. She was really, really awesome. So I'm in college, okay, and I'm living in New York City. You guys have to remember, I'm from Texas. So I'm from near where Susan and Bet live. That's where I'm from. Good night, Carla. Oh, thank you. We'll see you on Tuesday, Carla. Definitely see you. Yes, ballroom, Latin, tap, jazz, all that. All of it. So I'm in college. I'm living in New York City. And I rent an apartment in the garment district. Okay, guys? Like, that's over, like 30th between 7th and 8th. And I actually lived in the fur district. You know where they made all those fur coats? Or they probably still do. I mean, I haven't been there. I haven't been to that area in years. But anyway. And I had this roommate. And this roommate was, and I'm in college, and she was in college too. Good night, Janet. Big hugs. Hi, Mary. So my girlfriend, yeah, see you Sunday. Everybody join Carla Sunday. She's going to do her Football Widows Sunday, so join her Sunday. Anyway, so I am, my roommate, she was like, she used to make a ton of money. Okay, my roommate was a stripper. Okay, she was like an exotic dancer. She was an NYU law student by day and a stripper by night. Okay? And, I was working at a real estate office. I had a bunch of jobs. You guys, I worked for a real estate company. I worked at the college. I did all kinds of stuff. I was a temp. I worked for, back then it was Bear Stearns, an investment banking firm. I was a temp there. It was ridiculous. Okay, I did all kinds of stuff like that. But my girlfriend would come, the girl that I lived with, like 4 girls. One of the girls I lived with, she made a ton of money. Like, she would make, like, I don't know, $500 a night. And think about this, is early in the 80s. And, hey, Lisa. And so I was like struggling, you guys. I mean, even back then, I can't remember what my rent was, but you know what it's like when you're a college student. You're like going through your own stuff, right? And just barely making ends meet and what have you. And anyway, so I call my mother, and I don't know if I just did it out of the shock value or what, or maybe I was serious. I don't know. I told her I was going to be a stripper. I was like, I've decided I'm going to quit all my temp jobs and trying to put myself through school, and I'm going to be a stripper because my roommate at the time made so much money, and I was like, she works like 2 days a week and she makes all this money, and here I am working like all the, kids, right? So you can just imagine like whatever ridiculousness I was talking about to my mother. And my mother, without missing a beat, she was like, I love her. I miss her every single day. Without missing a beat, she said, I know, it's Neon Star. Without missing a beat, she was like, well, what's your gimmick? And I said, what do you mean, what's my gimmick? She was like, what's your gimmick? She was like, you gotta have a gimmick. She was like, and then she was like, all right, well, let me get together some costumes and you guys, my mother was like planning my pasties and my costumes. So that tells you what kind of a parent she was. I don't know whether she was like doing it because she was really serious. Obviously, I didn't become a stripper. I think it sort of took the wind out of my sails when my mother said, that she was going to help me make my costumes or whatever. I needed a gimmick, right? Anyway, that's the kind of mother she was. She was awesome, you guys. Not a day goes by that I don't miss her. I miss her every single day. Every day. Every day. So here's my neon stars, my texture paste. My mom was awesome. Can I tell you, Anna? She was amazing. She was like, if she was still alive, she'd be crafting too. She'd be sitting right here. Except hers would have hers would have glitter on it. So here's my texture paste stars, and yeah, they're neon. Okay. But you see, Duncan Hines, from a Duncan Hines box to the kids stencil to my homemade texture paste to the stars. Okay, so all these have, it's just because that's what my color palette is today, is neon. Okay. Now this one's a polka dotted one. I guess I have every paintbrush I have right here. I have lots of more paintbrushes, but all of these have paint on. So I can just stick it over here in this. Anyway, so I have these two left. Is that crazy? It's like awesome. She was very supportive, Janet. Needless to say, I didn't strip. Yeah, Gypsy Rosalie, you're right, Susan. You gotta have a gimmick. Oh my God. But it kind of takes the wind out of your sails when your mother goes, okay, well, what's your gimmick? You know what I mean? It's like, what? What do you mean, what's my gimmick? Your mother's like, okay, you want to be a stripper? What's your gimmick? You're just like, whatever. My mom, she was awesome. She was so awesome, you guys. She was great. You like the stars in the background? Well, thanks, Janet. You know, today's a neon day. But I just want you to see that, this texture paste can transform just about anything. And can you imagine if you wanted to work bigger? You don't have to be like me and just do the small art. But for me, that's just where I am right now, is with the small art. And you can make it more detailed and more whatever. Thanks, Mars. Scotty says her mother did go to every ball game she ever played, and her grandparents too. Ah. You're right, Samantha. She did exactly what she needed to do to stop me from doing it. You're absolutely right. You guys, she was serious though. Like, she was like telling me, because you have to realize she was a dancer. So she was like, okay, this is where you need to go to get this. And, if you want some really good pasties, I was just like, oh my God. It kind of like puts a wrench in your whole thought process when your mother's telling you all about pasties and stuff. You're just like, okay, I'm going to pretend I don't know any of this, and I'm going to pretend that I don't. So here's the one that I covered completely in texture paste. And yes, it's going to be neon because that's my color palette that I have out tonight. And you guys, just because I'm in love with making art from recycling does not mean you have to. You can do the same technique on anything. You don't have to just use you don't have to just use my color palette. Scotty says her mother would have had a stroke. Oh no, Elizabeth. Joy says her mother would have thrown her out. You know what? My mom and my sister and I were talking about her today. We were talking about, because, between my sister and I, we have 7 children. I have 3 and she has 4. And trust me, we're like, oh my God. Sometimes they put us through so much. And we're talking about it. And we're like, what would mom do? Like, what would mom do if this was us? And sometimes she's like, whip our ass, like spank our ass. I'm like, oh, you're probably right. Oh my gosh, you guys. My sister and I were talking about it. I was like, I never gave my mom trouble, but she did. My sister was like, she was definitely the one of the two of us that always tested our mom, and we talk about it. We talk about how our mom related and what she did. And I actually think I'm going to love this one. Now, this would be a great thing if you were going to do it. This would be a fabulous journal cover. It'd also be a good journaling page. I'll hold it up for you guys to see in just a second I didn't buy any neon yellow. You guys, what was I thinking? Like, I was like, kind of felt a little guilty because I was like, this is like more than I want to spend. You guys, it's so ridiculous. It's not that. It's just that sometimes I hate supporting stores that gouge everyone. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I hate supporting places that really overcharge you, which is probably every place here in Maui, which is probably like all the places. But anyway, I'm using, somebody's going to ask me, this is just a dried baby wipe. And I'm just blotting it into the, you could use a paintbrush if you wanted, but because I was going to use multiple colors, I didn't want to have to change the paintbrush or, but I think that if I'm going to leave it like this, I'm going to come back and maybe I'll put some sort of, let it dry a little bit and then come back and put some, maybe some gold or white texture paste on top. I don't know if the gold will actually show, but we can see. Because sometimes, do you guys find with metallics they're like really translucent? Okay, but can you see the, can you guys see the texture? It actually looks much better in person. Scotty said her mom would have snatched a willow branch and swished the leaves off and swatted you with it before you knew she was coming. Black spatters? Okay, I could do black spatters. I don't have any black paint over here, but I can do it tomorrow or I can do it later on. I miss my mom. Janet says her kids get so frustrated with all her phone books, magazines, tags, and all. Well, you know, my kids do too, but you know, it's my house. Good night, Patricia. Big hugs. I'm liking the texture too. I mean, this was like texture paste, almost dry, and then I took that stamp, our favorite circle stamp, which is, I don't know where it is. I'm on this ridiculous desk. But I made the circles with this stamp, this Hero Art stamp, which is difficult to find. It's a Hero Arts concentric circle stamp. That's what I did. You like it, Janet? Well, thanks. No, me, I'm only about the trash, okay? I gotta make my stuff out of the trash. Well, I'm liking it. I think it's the neon that I like, you guys. I think I'm obsessed with neon. I've been thinking about them for a while, thinking about getting myself neon paint for a while, and I finally broke down and just did it. Because I feel bad sometimes, you know, it's like, not that I need it. I really don't need another thing. You're right, Scotty. She is with me because I've been hurting. Because the pain has been totally ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. Leslie's gotten hers trained. They ask her before they throw her stuff away. That's awesome. I'm in love with neons too. Nana, it's ridiculous, right? I think I'm going to make my Christmas paper neon color. I usually paint. Does anybody else make their own Christmas paper, or am I the only idiot that does it? I like to make, I haven't made it in a while, and I'm not going to get that many presents this year, so, I mean, give that many gifts, so I guess I could make a lot of it. When my kids were little, we used to make our Christmas paper out of, you know those kids like butcher paper, you know, that you can get like from an art store. It's like a big roll of it. It's sort of like off-whitey. It's not dark brown or anything. It's like sort of, you know what I'm talking about? It's kind of thin. And I used to make stamps with my daughters, or whatever they could draw. I would take a drawing that they'd made and make a stamp with it. You know, I haven't done acrylic pours in a long time. A couple of years ago, I did some with automotive paint. Big acrylic pour paintings with automotive paint. And I did them on plywood and then put a thick acrylic glaze on top, like, anyway, that was several years ago, but I haven't done any on scrapbook paper or any paper like that. I've only done it on like Luan or stuff like that. And quite frankly, because I moved my craft room so many times in the past, when I'm going to talk about it, a couple of months, first because of the electric thing, and then because of my daughter, and then back because of my daughter, anyway. But I haven't really done what I would normally do. Susan, I am going to come down and paint with automotive paint with you. What did you say? I missed this. Let me see it. You guys are talking faster than I can read it. What did you say? You said... Hey, I would love some junk mail. Scotty, you know what? There's not enough junk mail in the world for me. I love junk mail. Are you kidding? Are you guys kidding? Give me some junk mail. I'm game with junk mail, you guys. Anyway, so one year, I'll tell you guys my silly... Tracy says she'll pour anything. You make big wipe-off papers, wrapping paper? Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know. Maybe I'll do wrapping paper next week. I can do it. Elizabeth's making sunflower bookmarks and envelopes. Awesome. You'll pour anything. Good for you, Tracy. Yeah, I can do the paper. We can do it on Tuesday. Maybe I'll move my camera so that we can do it better. Anyway, so I used to make this paper with my daughter. Okay, so we would get these big pieces. You could use anything, but we would have these rolls of. I have to look and see if you can even get it here. I'm sure you can. Anyway, we had these big rolls of that. I don't know. Butcher paper is what I think we called it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's sort of like off-white. It's not. Anyway. So I would take one of her drawings, and with some tracing paper, I'd make stamps from sponges. Have you guys ever done that? I'm sure everybody has, right? So, like, one of my kids was really into drawing. Like, she was an amazing drawer. Anyway, so I would I would redraw her drawing and cut it into a stamp. Obviously, it can't be that detailed if it's a stamp, right? And then we would make our own paper. We would make, we'd paint on it, spatter paint on it, whatever, and then she would use this stamp, whatever it was. One of them was obsessed with cats, so there was quite a few years where there was lots of cat Christmas paper. Anyway, so I was all into it, and it was the experience for the kids, right? It's just showing her that you don't need anything to really make stuff. Like you don't have to run out to buy it. Make it out of your own stuff. So we gave it to my ex-husband's mother. Like I thought, I don't know, you guys, because my mom was so great. I guess I kind of thought all moms were great. Anyway, so we made it and gave some to my ex-husband's mother, and she was just not impressed. She was like, you guys should have seen the look that we got. And it's little kids, and I thought it was awesome anyway. So I try to make my wrapping paper. I make it out of all different stuff. Have you guys ever done string painting? I used to do that with my kids, where you put a string inside paint and then you fold the paper up and, it makes a image on both sides. We made wrapping paper like that. We made it out of all kinds of stuff. When I lived in New York City, I used to collect thrown away subway and bus maps. And I would wrap things with that. So, there's all kinds of cool stuff. So, That's what I did. That was my that was my idea of good fun. No, that was my idea of like Christmas was handmade, and no, not that your wrapping paper had to be beautiful or perfect, but that it was just like you did it, right? And you thought about the person and you made it. And my ex-husband's mother was like, I don't know. I guess she thought we were like, I don't know. You guys, now I don't even make hot. I try to make Hottie's mom something for Christmas. Um, although last year, what did I give her? I must have made her some jewelry. I must have made her some soda can earrings because I think that's what I was doing last year. I think I was making soda can earrings last year. Okay, so here's my neon polka dots. There's my neon polka dots, my texture paste neon polka dots. You found a bag of Christmas stamps? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we can use Christmas stamps. Yeah, one of those old spin art machines. I agree with you. I love spin art. I gotta have dots, right? Everybody's gotta have dots. Dots on a big bar box. I definitely am gonna have to go back and get some more neon paints because I don't have yellow, and I didn't. And you know, I had it in my cart, and I was like thinking, you guys, I've already spent so much money. I don't need any more. So I went to get my daughter her thing, and then I got Hottie. He wanted some paint. He wanted some. He's doing a portrait for somebody, and he needed some paint. And you know, oil paint is expensive. He doesn't use the cheap stuff I use. I mean, he would if I asked him to, I'm sure, but he made, he's doing paintings for people. He doesn't. You guys are so funny. You guys are too funny. Okay, so now you see my tags for the night. This is where I had no idea what I was going to make. Now you guys see, I made like neon tags. Okay. I made neon tags, neon snowflakes, neon tags. Neon tags and neon snowflakes. I have all this paint left over. I'll use it on something. So, watch out, Hottie lurks. No, it wasn't a surprise for him, Susan. He's painting a portrait for somebody. He paints. I'll show you guys some of his work sometimes. He paints some really amazing things. And oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure that whoever you have will love some awesome pictures of sunflowers. You're trying for a 23-foot sunflower next summer? Ooh, that sounds awesome. Hi, Hottie's not here. He's at work. Anyway, he's painting this portrait. He paints portraits of everything. People, dogs, cats, you name it. Whatever somebody wants. He's not like precious about his artwork. But he needed some, I don't even remember. Give me a list. And they're kind of expensive. So I said, hey, that's awesome, Elizabeth. What did Hottie say being called Hottie? Oh, you guys, he's hilarious. He doesn't even care. He's so great, you guys. And he is actually kind of hot, so he is actually very hot. He knows. Susan says he knows he's hot. He is actually. I mean, he doesn't. I wouldn't think he thinks like that about himself, but he is actually. He's actually gorgeous. He's really tall, and he's got crazy curly hair. He's got a great smile, and he's very athletic. Like, I'm really short. He's really tall, and He's a very sweet man. He is so sweet, you guys. I've been in so much pain. He's been like, "What can I do to fix this for you?" He's like, "I'll go get. What do you need?" Guys, he's been great, and he's really great with my kids who are not his children, right? He's so great with them. And my kids are not always easy. And they have not always been easy to with him and to him. But he's great with them. What did Lisa say? Oh, your husband brought you roses? Oh, Lisa, that's awesome. His name starts with a B, Marcy. His initials are B. Lisa, I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that your sweetie brought you flowers. Well, I'm kind of liking these neon tags, you guys. I'm liking them. I'm liking them. I'm liking them. I'm liking the neon. No, Joyce, no. Janet, I would say he's definitely a blessing. I don't know if I have any more orange paint out. It's a good Joyce. That's a good guess, though, Joyce. Bubblicious. Best. Best is a good. Is a good. Hey, Misty Dawn, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We're happy you're here. Bill? No, not Bill. Although Bill's a good name, but that's not his name. Definitely need to do something to enhance the. Well, welcome, Misty Dawn. We're happy you're here. We've just been making texture paste tags out of recycling. My name is Shelly. Babelicious. That's a good name, Babelicious. Bruce? No, not Bruce. Billy Bob. No, Billy Bob. You guys are ridiculous. Billy Bob. Bob, Bryce. Bob and Bryce? No. Ben. Ben's a nice name. No, his name's not Ben. Ben's a great name. I like the name Ben. Oh, they're so funny. Ben's your favorite name? I like the name Ben. Anybody I've known named Ben has been like a really good person. You guys, the only reason why I haven't said his name is out of, like, he didn't ask to be on YouTube. So, that's why I don't say his name. My daughters have asked me not to share their names, so I don't. Not because I wouldn't want to share them with you guys, but it's just like, both Cephas, Loris is Beaver. Hottie's name is not Ben. No. No, his name's not Brandon either. Brad, Brody, and Brady. No. Those are good B names, but no. Okay, so I just need to go back over this one with maybe some ink or something so you can see the texture better. You guys are so funny. So I'm liking my neon tags, and I certainly have a pile of tags to go if I wanted to make more. So if you guys want to do tag a day with me, come on over. I mean, it won't be live. I'll just be making videos of it, and I'll start posting a few tomorrow, or posting one tomorrow, and post one every day, hopefully until the end of the year. So it's a tag a day, and Bocephus. Where did that name come from? This reminds me of Van Gogh's moon. What was that concentric circle stamp? So, I mean, if you guys want to come over and join me in the Tag-A-Day challenge, or the Tag-A-Day, Hottie is it? Yeah, it is. I like the name Bryce, too. Bryce is a nice name. Brett's a nice name, too. No, not Brett. Like, oh, Starry Night? Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Well, the kind of cool thing, though, about doing this little bit of art every day, you can try all the new things that you wanted to try, but maybe you didn't want to try them on a canvas. Think it's from a Charlie Daniels song? Probably is. Some country singer named Bocephus Smith says. Okay. So how many of you guys are up for a little woo-woo? Say yes, let me know. If you guys are up for Hank Williams is Bocephus. Ah, Hank Williams Jr. He did a song called Bocephus. Lisa, come over and join our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group called Crafting Mamas, and it's a private Facebook group, so you have to ask to join. Why are you starting over on Secret Santa? Didn't you, Elizabeth, don't start over. Just use what you have. Don't make yourself stressed out of it. We have 2 weeks to get it out. So... Luana, we're sending you love. Don't worry about it. Big hugs, Trace. Sending you love. Oh, Elizabeth, I've done the same thing. Elizabeth, are we twins? I think we're twins, Elizabeth. Do you know how many times I've done that? Good night, Nana. Love you. So, for those of you that's your first time here, good night, Nana. We send you big hugs, and just say yes to the woo woo, and you'll receive it whether you come back or not. So, at the end of all of my live, not all of them, but quite a few of my live streams, we do a little bit of energy work, and it's just an opportunity to go through a guided meditation. That's what I do for a living. I don't make art for a living. Night, Nana, Tazzy. We love you. Good night, Joyce. We love you, Joyce. See you on Tuesday. So, oh, good night, Lisa. Big hugs. Woo woo's just we call it, they just call it woo woo because it's just, I don't know. Anybody want to explain why we call it woo woo? Keeps, oh, good night, Jane. Big hugs, Jane. Big hugs and love you, Jane. Good night, Laura. Okay, so we're going to just do a little energy work. It's just a little meditation. It just helps you ground yourself into you. It keeps you connected to you and any and everything that you need, require, and desire in your life. Woo is for us layman. You're so funny. Night, Laura. Big hug. See you again Tuesday. Maybe I'll see you on Tuesday. So if you want to participate, you just say yes. And if you don't, you can say no and you won't receive the energy work. Good night, Samantha. I know Woo Woo puts you to sleep and it's Friday night and you're going to play. I love you, Samantha. And I know you always come back and listen to it whenever you want. Joyce says Woo Woo makes you feel better. So for Samantha, it puts her to sleep. And Joyce is saying, but it will make you feel better. All it does is just energy work that puts you into alignment with yourself. That's all. And it just gives you a boost. And for those that want to join the 30 days of energy work, if you come back, there'll be a link in this video. And I'll also do one tomorrow, just a short, really short video. And then you can sign up for that and then you can listen to the call. So like you can actually listen and not participate, or you can just do it. Samantha, we love you so much, and thank you for like jumping in, and thanks for joining the Facebook group and all that stuff. Susan says woo woo is like being in a big sticky marshmallow. Anyway, so I'm just going to walk you through it, and you participate. All you need to do is breathe in. I know my hands are neon. Neon. I'm just in love with this neon. I don't know why, you guys. I like the neon. I'm in love with the neon. I'm in love with the neon. I'm in love with the neon. The neon is my thing right now. The neon is my thing. So all you need to do is inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And at some point, I'll ask you to invite into yourself any and everything that you would like in your life right now. And it could be anything. It could be more peace, more love, maybe more financial stability. Maybe it's to be more kind and compassionate with yourself. Maybe it's to be more organized. I mean, I don't know. We're all different. So we all ask for something different. I love you too, Samantha. And I'm so happy that you're joined with us. And tell your daughter that I appreciate her allowing you to join through her. Because I'm sure she gets some crazy stuff of people's art. Anyway, so all you have to do to participate is inhale through your nose, exhale out through your mouth, and just focus on your body. And that's really it. And then I'll walk you through everything, and you can see how you feel at the end. You know, it's really all about you, and that's all it is. And, they all make fun of me, but it's all good. And I don't care. Because, that's just who I am. You guys hang out with me while I make art from trash, and then some of you stay around for the woo-woo. Anyway. So close your eyes and sit where you're comfortable. Now you should never do this. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Do not do this while you're operating a car, driving, if you're the driver, or play it while you're driving. Play it with somebody else driving, because it can put you in an altered state. Do not use any sort of heavy equipment or anything like that while you're listening to it, okay? Not that anything bad can happen, but, if you allow yourself to go into deep relaxation, sometimes you're not all present. Does that make sense? If you allow yourself to go into deep relaxation, you're not thinking about things that you might otherwise. Okay. So close your eyes. You can do this work with your eyes open or closed. I think it's more effective when you do it with your eyes closed, but you do what works for you. And there's no right or wrong. You can't get it wrong. Okay, because it's just you and it's your energy. So, see yourself in a column of light. Allow this column of light to surround your body 6 feet in all directions. And when you look up, you can't see the top. And when you look down, you can't see the bottom. This is your column of light. It belongs to you. Allow your column of light to go deep, deep, deep into the earth. And when your column of light is gone, as deep as you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine, allow your column of light to get big tree roots. Allow these tree roots to go deep and far and wide. Big oak tree roots. You're going to ask for the blessing of our Mother Earth, our Mother Gaia. Ask her for an energetic support, one that we can feel more present with. I image Earth energy as beautiful gold energy, but you can see, feel, think, or know this energy any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy filling your tree roots and rising up your column of light. Feel it filling your feet and spreading, your ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips and spreading. Feel it at the base of your spine, traveling up your spine. Feel it filling your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart area, and your chest. Feel it running down your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy rising up, filling your throat, your face, your forehead, and fountaining out the top of your head, filling your column of light. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. Feel the beautiful gold earth energy filling your every cell of your body. Feel it filling your whole column of light, 6 feet in all directions. Feel your connection to the earth. Now allow your attention to go and rise above you, above your head, in your column of light, reaching far, far, far into the cosmos. Let's invite heavenly, angelic, cosmic energy into your column of light. I see this energy as silver, but you can see, feel, think, or know this energy any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful, heavenly, cosmic, angelic energy entering into the top of the column of your light, Feel it entering in and mixing with your earth energy and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it entering in the top of your head, your forehead. Feel it filling your face and your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest. Feel it filling your waist. Feel it filling your lower abdomen. Feel it filling every vertebra of your spine. Feel it pouring down your legs, your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, deep into your tree roots. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe this cosmic, heavenly, angelic energy. Feel it. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And feel your connection to heaven and earth. Now I want you to focus on the base of your spine, and we're going to call this your first energy center. I want you to envision a ball of light at the base of your spine, the size of a tennis ball. Envision this beautiful ball of light. And on the inhale, I want you to breathe in and receive anything that you need to support you in your life right now. And on the exhale, I want you to release anything that no longer works for you. You don't even need to know what it is. Ready? Breathe in and receive what you need. And exhale and let go of anything else. Receive what you need and let go of anything else. Receive what you need and let go of anything else. And one more time. Receive what you need and let go of anything else. Allow your attention to rise to your second energy center, which is in your lower abdomen. See this ball of light, tennis ball size ball of light there as well. On the inhale, receive anything and everything that you need, require, or desire at this moment in your life. Ready? Breathe it in and let go of anything that no longer works for you. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Allow your attention to go to your navel center, your waist. See a tennis ball size ball of light there. This is your third energy center. Breathe in and receive any and everything that you feel you require and desire right here, right now in your life. And on the exhale, let go of anything else. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And one more time. Breathe it in. Allow your attention to rise up to your heart, the center of your chest. This is your fourth energy center. See your ball of light there, your tennis ball size ball of light. Receive what you need, and on the exhale, let go of anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Allow your attention to go to your throat, your fifth energy center. See your ball of light there. Breathe in and receive what you need and let go of anything else on the exhale. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Allow your attention to go to the center of your forehead, your sixth energy center. See your tennis ball size ball of light there. Receive what you need here. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Put your attention to the top of your head. This is your seventh energy center. See your tennis ball size ball of light there. Breathe in and receive what you need. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. And one last time, breathe it in. Put your attention 6 feet above your head. Give your body personality permission to receive from this energy center. See a tennis ball beam of light 6 feet above your head. Ready? Breathe in and receive what you need. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. I want you to focus on your heart. This is where I invite you to invite in anyone else that you feel could use some more love and support in their life. Or anything that you feel. It could be your pets, it could be your home, your car, your job, your place of work, your co-workers. It could be Mother Earth, it could be ocean, it could be those in need in Puerto Rico and then the Virgin Islands and Texas and Florida. It could be those anywhere around the world. It could be people you know, people you don't. You can put your intention to wherever you would like to see an energetic boost happening. It could be just a peace in your life, peace on earth, peace in our government. There's no right or wrong, and you can give and receive energy in a positive manner anywhere you put your intention. On the inhale, I want you to receive what you need, and on the exhale, I want you to send it out to wherever your intention is. Okay, ready? Breathe in and receive in love. and send it back out. Receive in love and send it back out. Receive in love and send it back out. And receive in love and send it back out. And one more time. I want you to put your attention 6 feet above your head, and we're going to see an infinity symbol standing on its side. Receive at the very top of the figure 8, the infinity symbol. You're going to breathe in and receive the love from the divine. Feel that infinity symbol cross in your heart, enter deep into the earth. And on the exhale, you're going to feel it coming from the earth, crossing back into your heart and ending where it began. So on the inhale, you're going to receive in love. And on the exhale, you're going to give back to the divine in love and gratitude. Ready? See your infinity symbol. Ready? Breathe it in. Receive in love. Feel it crossing your heart and entering deep into the earth. Now give back in love. Receive in love. Feel it entering deep into the earth and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. And one more time. Receive in love and gratitude and give in love and gratitude. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and come back to yourself. Good night, Janet. Nice to meet you. We hope we see you again. Good night, Mary. Thanks, Luana. And feel free to share anything you'd like. Anything about how you're feeling. It could be anything. Thanks, Luana. Your leg's not as jumpy. That's awesome, Elizabeth. Nice to meet you, Leslie. And if you want to join our 30 days of free energy work, it's something similar, just a little bit more intense, as far as like just focusing on the energy work and not the crafting. You can come back and there'll be a link later on. Thanks, Luana. Elizabeth, it will help. If you have restless leg syndrome, it will definitely help. And if you come back and listen to it at the end, you'll be able to. If you come back and you listen to the energy work again, it works every time. So if you come back and you want to listen to it over and over again, you can. Tomorrow, Luana, it'll be the same time as my live stream, but I'll make a video tomorrow about it and put it up. But there'll be a link in this video. They're constant contacting you. Sign up, and it's live. It's 30 days of energy work every day, so you can come and do it with me every day for 30 days from now until. Maybe we'll even do it 31 or 32 days. Just don't listen while you're driving. Just don't listen while you're driving. And for those of you that want to make a tag a day, that video will also be up tomorrow. It's a very short video. Of the tag that I made earlier, and there'll be make a tag a day for a while. I don't know how many days I'm going to do it. I may do it for the whole year, I may not. Just depend upon how often I can do it. And somebody wanted a tag template, and I will scan. I'll draw one and scan it if you want to make them this size, but you can make your tags any size. Guys, these are just rectangles with little corners notched out. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Unfortunately, when I'm working on you guys in that space, I'm doing this. My voice does get softer, and I'm sorry. You receive it no matter what. As long as you just gave yourself the opportunity to be in it, you'll receive it. Whether you heard it or not. The talking is really immaterial. The talking actually just keeps your mind occupied. I'm sorry, guys. My voice gets softer at that point in time, and I don't even think about it because I'm in a different space too. So does anybody else want to share anything before we call it an evening? You can share anything. I'm glad. I'm glad, Elizabeth. I'm really glad. And you know, the more you listen to it, the less, the more your legs will start to fix themselves. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. And I hope you feel better. I mean, you know, everybody experiences something a little different, but, you know, there's no right or wrong. Aww. Night, Mars. I'm glad you're... Thanks for getting up so early and joining us. We've missed you. We all love you. And keep posting your jewelry work, even if you're not going to do any more paperwork. Post your jewelry work. We love seeing it. That's awesome, Alana. Does anybody else want to share anything before we leave? So, Tomorrow, I will put up a video tomorrow early. It won't, the energy work will not, it'll happen the same time it happens. We do our live streams. And you do have to sign up with your email address so that you get the link. This is through Instant Teleseminar. It's not through YouTube. And nobody will do anything with your email. You'll just get the link to the energy work. And you can share it. I mean, it's you can share it with whoever. It's not. I love your paperwork too, Marcy. It's awesome. I love your journaling and your paperwork, but I'm so happy that your jewelry business is doing so well and that you're doing. I love what you're making. I think it's awesome. Where are you getting your Mars? Can I be nosy and ask you, like, is it easy for you to get supplies in South Africa? I mean, where do you get your supplies? Do you order them? Or do you have is it easy for you to get them there? Sorry, guys, I'm kind of into this, like, neon thing, and I was, like, looking at this neon pink, and then I start painting the dots, and, like, it's ridiculous. Oh, good for you, Luana. Yeah, Marcy, Santa needs to know what you want, okay? Hi, Maria. Yeah, we're still here. We're happy to see you. How is it? How are things in Greece? What time is it in Greece? What time is it in Greece? Thanks, Alana. $7:30. Wow. All right, my lovelies. Marcy, did you hear our question? Or did you already go? Did Miss Mars already go? She could have already left the building like Elvis left the building. I was kind of going crazy neon, Maria. Today was my neon day. I don't know. It's like having my neon moment. Because I got myself some new neon paints and then kind of been into them. And then we did texture paste. I don't know if you can see it, but we did texture paste. Can you see it? We made our own texture paste out of baking soda and made it out of baking soda, glue, and paint. I guess Miss Mars already left. I guess she said goodbye and ran away. We just wanted to know, Marcy, how you get your supplies in South Africa and if it's easy or not. Or what was on your special Christmas list. Good night, Elizabeth. I hope you sleep well, and I hope that your legs feel better. Thanks for joining us, and maybe we'll see you on Tuesday. So maybe we'll make some wrapping paper on Tuesday. I'll have to get my sponge stamps out to find them first. Oh my gosh, you guys, so seriously ridiculous. All right, my lovelies, know that I love you, and if anybody doesn't have anything, she's stuck in the marshmallow. I bet she is. I can totally relate, Susan. If anybody else has any last minute questions or wants to say anything, speak up now. Good night, Luana. Aloha to you too. Well, if no one else has anything else to add, I am going to close your eyes one more time. I'll send you a really big boost of love. All right, my lovelies, I will. What did Marie say? Maria says she always tells her students to put a little color in your lives. Well, I think this is some color today, Maria. I think I was kind of like off on my neon tangent today. Off on my neon. But I'm liking them. I'm liking my neon snowflake. These are neon snowflakes. They were all like, those are snowflakes we made. Neon snowflakes. Well, my lovelies, I will see you guys on Tuesday, or for those of you that want to join me tomorrow, there'll be a small video up in the morning, and then you can, morning my time, which will probably be at midday. It'll be the same time as tonight, but it'll be, you'll have to sign up and get a link, and it'll be live, and I will see you guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you next Tuesday. All right, lovelies, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. And if you want to go over and join our Facebook group, please do. Crafting Mamas on Facebook. Okay, take care. See you later. Aloha.